Oh, they can hear you. Now they can hear me. Sorry.
They can hear us? Okay. Yeah. The intros always have to be clunky. That's a Nat Disaster staple. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to session 43 in the Misfit Warriors, the Times Alignment campaign. We are squeezing in another one in a very busy, hellish fun week. Real quick announcement. Sam and I are going to Italy in a week, so that'll be fun, but we're squeezing this in. So, real quick, so we can get into the game and have as much fun time as we can tonight. My name is Brian Creevy. I'm the DM, the Disaster Master here, spinning this new tale in the Tychorus world. We're going to just kind of try to get into it a little bit quicker today, so just going around, everybody, can you introduce yourselves? I'm going to say the order should go, let's go with our co-founder over in this corner.
Hi,
and then we'll go around the room.
Hi, I'm Colin Rose. I play Bracket. I have no witty comments because I'm in a bad mood.
I love you.
I love you all. You guys aren't the problem.
Down over there.
Ooh.
You.
I think that's Vic.
Me? Oh, yeah. Hi. Hi, I'm Vic. I'm playing Knock. Is that all I say? Okay.
Yes.
Whatever else you want to say about your character.
We're a one-liner, yeah.
Yeah, one-liner.
Ranger, Druid, Bird.
Bird.
Good now enough. You know.
All right, to the other bird.
I'm Callum. I'm playing Yamakausi. I think that's it for now. Love you guys.
Okay, over there with the issues.
Hey, I'm Andrew. I'm playing Oliver Evergrove, the portal wizard with daddy issues.
And over here.
Hello, I am Sam and I play Illyria, and you don't know much about her.
But we're figuring it out with every session.
Sentence.
Whew, guys, that was awesome.
We're never doing that again.
Well,
unless we're real.
Never. All right, we just really want to get into session. Honestly, I feel like this is going to be some, mainly a lot of role-play stuff, which is kind of what we all fucking love and thrive on. We'll probably won't get another session for several weeks.
Therapy.
We probably won't get another session for probably a month because we got our vacation, then getting back from it and settling and stuff, but we'll try to get into that as soon as possible. But for today, let's let tonight's disaster unfold. So, previously on that disaster, as the Misfit Warriors had headed over to the Gandits, the grasslands of Galandria for the Starfall, running into a ship hosted by some sort of ghost lady. The stars that they have sought out fell from the sky with multiple fights, hot and cold interactions with the ghost lady, who may or may not be a pirate, depending on what the group has thought so far. You guys fought off undead, knocked down and scared away some Gandits, and then raced back to the ship with all the stardust you had. The Misfit Warriors being 3/4 of a pouch short of the amount they needed for the assumed amount for Auntie Icky gave Yamakausi for the spell to save Xysta. While coming back to the ship, Illyria got there first, and meeting her quota, met with Embernettle, her little Caprasol little creature buddy, who went with her into the captain's quarters. That led her over to something that it seemed to be sniffing, and found a chest that seemed to be underneath a floorboard in the corner of the room. As you were investigating that knock, leaving the rest of the Misfits to fly on Vane, try to get to the ship as soon as possible, made it there, sending a message to Illyria to kind of alert her of their presence as they were approaching, while trying to find her on the boat. Knock ended up hearing the sound of the wooden board breaking that Illyria needed to do to get the box, and ended up rushing into the captain's quarters to see if she was okay, or at least opening the really stuck door, poking head around and going, "Hi, are you okay?" And the two of them ended up having their first out of combat interaction, kind of gauging where each other were at in their group. Illyria being very hesitant at first and being in a defensive position, almost like anticipating some sort of deceit or Nox friends trying to take the Stardust that she has acquired. But Nox kind of easing her fears, letting her know that they don't intend on stealing any of the Stardust. With the rest of the Misfit Warriors riding in on horseback, coming up from behind, coming into the bottom end of the ghost ship where part of the river flooded into the bottom section, picking up some bottles of rum that you guys found floating in the water around. Bracket and Oliver headed up to the deck of the ship, while Yamakasi saw a locked door and couldn't resist. He ended up getting into the room by lock-picking the magical lock, but not before sending wet hands into the room to scope it out, make sure it's all good. Inside, finding some briefcases with some odd green paper with male faces on them and weird symbols, as well as a box that seemed to have some sort of wrist-mounted dagger on it. Acquiring what they could out of the room, headed back upstairs to meet where both Bracky and Oliver had headed up before. Nock and Illyria's conversation continued, and Illyria, being a woman of very few words, somehow prompted Nock to start trauma dumping everything that they are currently going through and dealing with onto this person. Illyria responding, honestly, phenomenal. I watched the session several times. It was hilarious, the responses you gave. But in interesting ways, in getting to kind of feel out who this halfling was in front of them. Nock even ended up complimenting Embernettle and rolling high enough on a check to get Embernettle to approach before backing away from their form. Dropping a piece of paper on the ground and the pouch that had come out of the box that Illyria had found under the floorboards. While Brackett sat against the mast like a cool guy, asking for joints. Asking for joints from Nock. Oliver's curiosity piqued as he started traveling around the ship and finding a sliced box that seemed to have a pirate-shaped puzzle piece, the other half over to the corner, seeming to use some of his displacement magic and the ability Severed Shape to get the boxes the two halves of the box to reattach, and realizing this is an expanded folding boat that seems to have lost its magic, but there seemed to be a piece that existed on it still, a puzzle piece for one of the slots that did seem to still be emanating some magic from it. As Yamakauchi got to the top of the boat and Brackett yelled if he wanted to help steal some stuff, the rest of the party ended up joining in on the conversation, with Yamakauchi hopping down into the captain's quarters and turning into a block of ice. Oliver jumping down gracefully. Not sure how he did that, but he did that. And the rest of the group kind of all getting together in this space with Illyria, kind of getting a feel out for each other. With tensions low, but still there for Illyria, they found out that they all are heading towards Xysta City together. Or their destinations are both Xysta City, while offering the option of Illyria coming along with the Misfit Warriors to Xysta City, or going there just knowing that, hey, we'll be there if you need any help. We'll, of course, try to help you. Illyria changed subject, asked if anybody needed a long rest, and then flew off into the crow's nest, where Vane had been sitting in purplish displacement fire, kind of enjoying the feel of being on fire, but not burning. Having a little interaction with Vane, Illyria Vane got to get first read off of Illyria and feeling that she is okay, Illyria actually offered some of the liquid that seems to be inside the necklace she wears around her neck to Vane, changing it with Druidcraft into the shape of the mouse, and it healing Vane upon her eating it. As the Misfit Warriors all seem to settle down for the night, Brackett finding rest in the captain's quarters, Yamakowski in his bag of holding, Oliver outside on the deck of the ship. Nock stayed up for first watch, and Illyria ended up joining them, talking a little bit more about what they're going through, both of them together, with Nock having everything to do with the queen, going to the queen for their tribe. Chiron and everybody else out of their lives, leaving them. Illyria hinted at her being the one who abandoned the people closest to her, and ended up giving the reason why she is trying to collect the Stardust, to find a way back. And her way back involves this Knoll wizard known as Yik Lost Soul.
Fuck that guy.
Jerk!
What's his last name, by the way? Can you remind me?
Yik Lost Souls.
Ugh, it sounds like a dickhead name, too. That guy's a fucking antagonist.
Yes.
No,
Yes, he is.
really?
No.
But Nock, hearing the name Yik before, not Yik Lost Souls, but Yik from Yamakowski's Tales in Xysta, gave
Mainly
Illyria the
ranting.
warning that I know you are going to be careful, but be extra careful. Not sure if you can trust this person. Illyria let them know that they don't have much more to lose. And as Oliver was awake, reading his book also on First Watch at the deck of the ship, that is where we ended last session. So, picking up where we left off, Nock and Illyria, you were just talking about Yik Lost Souls, your reason of bringing the Stardust there on trying to find a way back, and you don't have much more to lose. Is there anything else you want to say, or Nock, is there anything you would respond to on that, or how would you guys proceed with the night?
I think that Illyria would probably see that Nock. I don't know how emotionally intelligent Illyria is. I'm gonna assume very, because she's a druid. Or I assume she's a druid because of all of the druid shit she does. Nock seems saddened at hearing that you feel that way about yourself. And I think Nock just kind of stays silent for a while and says, "There's always something to fight for."
I couldn't even hear that.
I need to turn this up because the air conditioning.
Yeah, fix their volume.
Say that again, Vic. You're at max volume now.
I say, there's always something to fight for.
Something to lose and something to fight for are not always the same thing.
You're tricky. I like it.
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
I think she just looks kind of like puzzled for a second, almost like she's forgotten what humor is. And then she finds herself like laughing, but like once, and I feel like it sounds kind of choked. Like it just kind of comes out like kind of abruptly, and then she just.
You sound like a person who hasn't learned to laugh.
Yeah, or like hasn't done it in quite a bit, and then startles themselves with like, "Whoa!"
You guys were sitting, I believe, dangling your feet over the hole to the captain's quarters as Nock was whittling.
Yeah, Nock's been.
Okay.
You got a pretty clear night sky shining above, with stars in the skies and a few clouds flying by.
Okay. Yeah, I think that at this point she would dismiss herself and just kind of look at you and say, thanks for the chat. I'm gonna go check the perimeter. And she's just gonna kind of like float on up, like her feet are dangling, and she's just gonna kind of float into a standing position, and she just goes off pretty much as fast as humanly possible in the other direction.
Okay. So like to the other side of the ship, or are you going off like into the
As undeadly possible.
I'm going to the other side of the ship. She's just kind of checking checking the air.
She's made herself feel uncomfortable by accident.
Do you actually roll a perception check, or no, or are you actually not looking?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, she's
straight up faking it. She's just closed her eyes and walked off.
Yeah, I'm making it look like I'm looking, but my eyes are closed the whole time.
I think if she says she's going to do that, she's going to make use of herself. She's just trying to find it. Yeah. All right. Oh, hell yeah. Starting the day off right.
Food is here. I'll be right back.
20 plus perception, which is 27.
Oh, hell yeah. Did you just get a nat 20?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't hear you say. You gotta say. Did you say?
I just said that.
Oh, I didn't
listening.
hear. Sorry, I was thinking about what you saw. Okay, nat 20.
What a useless DM we have, I say, knowing he's one of the best.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
I had almost forgotten how useless I was. Thanks for that.
Need you guys to put me in check every once in a while.
Yeah, I'm always gotta kick him down. I gotta make sure.
No, I didn't know if we were keeping track of Illyria? Illyria's nat 20s and nat 1s.
Everyone, we're all statistics. At the end of this, Brian's gonna release a spreadsheet.
Whoever's the lowest just immediately dies. Last session. Like, all right, guys.
Oh, that's cool.
Is he some poor person whose character died and had to re-roll?
So, Illyria, as you are floating towards the other side of the ship, keeping an eye on, you do see most of your undead population has returned. There always seems to be almost like a cap at some point before, like, hey, they stop. You haven't really quantified it because it seems different every time, but there's always a point that you see more coming out, and then they stop, and then they all wander for a little bit. As you're looking around, you can also see in the night sky, no more, obviously, starfalls, but you do see the skies lit up, and both Aru and Runa, the two moons, are about half full as they hover through the sky together. In the distance, you see several birds flying through the air, but no real disturbances. And you notice Oliver laying on his back, reading a book on the deck of the ship. And as you're looking over there, for a few seconds later, you see a white mage hand spell you're familiar of, just a floating spectral hand, kind of just behind Oliver's head, couple feet over, kind of just moving some of the debris and dust around and cobwebs. And do you just continue looking at the perimeter, or do you keep watching?
I mean, does it look like Oliver's controlling the mage hand, or is it something that's behind him that he doesn't realize is there?
Roll an insight check.
Okay. 19.
Oliver seems to be wrapped up in his book. Normally you see some sort of motions or focus on a spell when a mage is casting, but Oliver doesn't seem like he's even notices it behind him.
Okay. She's gonna heavy sigh to herself and just say ridiculous, and then she's gonna float on down there to Oliver because she wants to see what's going on with the mage hand.
Oliver, your stuff is laid out on the deck of the ship. You're lying on your back, the stars above you, the crow's nest burning, purple displacement flames, but never seeming to further their spread. And you have your book. As you're reading your book, something kind of catches... actually, what's your passive perception?
13.
13? So that's enough to start seeing the motion coming from the sky behind the peripheral of your book. and you look over it and you see Illyria floating towards you. Are you doing like fast speed? Like, how are you going towards him? Are you just
No, I'm
down?
definitely not moving down fast because I don't know what's behind him either. So.
Yeah. So what are you doing as you are descending, and Oliver, you see her descending towards you?
Okay. I can't remember if she ever told me her name. I don't think she did, so I don't think Oliver knows what her name is.
Oh yeah, Illyria only said the name to knock, so you still don't.
Oliver does not know what her name.
It still goes
Nah,
pirately.
We're literally going on Nock's vibes and hoping that Nock isn't wrong.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll just be reading, and I notice her floating down. And I'll just start like almost drop my book and be like, hi, ghost lady.
She looks at you and she kind of. Have you dropped your book, or did you just kind of go like this?
I almost did, but I caught it.
Okay, so she is going to reach forward. Let's see if he allows me to do this. And she just takes the book with her first 3 fingers, and she's just going to kind of lay it down in your lap, and then point behind you without saying anything.
I will follow her finger and look behind me.
And you see a mage hand just kind of sweeping the ground. It seems to have started moving some of the rags and cobwebs and light crates and stuff out of the way. And as you stare at it peculiarly for a second, you just hear in your head, "Hey, Oliver! Hey, Oliver! Check it out! Look at this!" And you hear the voice coming out of the ring of your head of Arthur McRegalson again.
Can I hear this, or this is in his head?
In his head.
Gotcha. Does it look like he's listening to voices in his head, or is he pretty good at composing this at this point?
Oliver?
He's noticeably startled by the voice. I guess you can't really tell what.
Still not used to it. That's the second time you have ever heard from Arthur yet.
Okay, so before you do anything, I feel like she would interpret you being startled, since she obviously has no idea you have a voice in your head. I think she would interpret that as just a continued fumbling of you fumbling with your book and being very startled, and I think she's going to be like, "Wizard, taking a watch does mean that you have to actually watch."
Yes, I know. I just there's a voice in my head. I'm not used to voices in my head.
You know very little about this wizard so far, and he's like, "Yeah, I have a voice in my head. Sorry, I'm not used to it." But
honestly, that's so relatable, though.
But you see,
I'll say to Arthur, are you doing that? Is that you?
Yeah, I kind of remembered how to cast this spell. I didn't know if it would work, but it seems like we're linked. So I was able to, I think, channel your magic. And he's gonna move it to the side. He's like, "I noticed something," and he's gonna hear, "Come quick, look closer," and he's gonna point with the mage hand down on the ground, and he starts pointing some carvings that you can see under the dust in the actual wood planks of the deck.
Do I notice my friends being weird?
Well, you probably have heard this at this moment of Illyria and Oliver having a moment conversation.
So is this happening on the ship, or is this off the ship?
On the ship.
Yeah, you're on the deck.
Okay, I couldn't tell if like the mage hand thing was happening like off the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I will just turn to Illyria for a second and be like, "All right, so I found this ring. Apparently, it has an ancient wizard inside the ring, and he talks to me sometimes."
You found it.
Yeah, apparently he's doing that. So I'm just gonna make my way over to the mage hand and see what it's doing.
Roll an investigation check.
You found it.
Knock, are you coming up to the railing and looking over? Okay.
That is a 21.
And Knock, roll a perception check.
I love it. Oliver has got like a very low view of it, but you've got the entire bird's eye view of it.
And 6. But what was your investigation, Oliver?
21.
21. So as you get close, you can see carved into the wood magical sigils and glyphs, arcane different symbols that you've studied and seen before
Does
in different
Oliver
types
have
of
night
magic.
vision?
It's actually a pretty bright night right now, and he does have the flames above him from the crow's nest. It may not actually burn, but it does produce some light in the surrounding area. So the deck has a very dim glow still. Oliver, you could do something to lighten up.
I was about to say.
I will throw up dancing lights.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Well, you can do it something at the same time as him.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Continual Flame, so I'll do that.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, and I'll throw up just a couple globes of circling light.
So where's your continual flame? Do you hold it, or is it in the air somewhere?
She's got it on her fingertip.
Okay. And it lights up even more in the area. And Oliver, you can see as Arthur continues to move the mage hand to sweep stuff away, it seems to be going around in a circle shape.
Didn't we already find the teleportation circle here?
These are.
I kind of hinted that you were going to next session, but you didn't find it yet.
So I'll kind of just,
okay,
I'll kind of like just dust it off and brush some stuff away. And
do you with yourself, or do you also use mage hand?
No, I do it with my own hands.
Okay. And you go in the opposite direction of the mage hand from Arthur, and you guys move around in a circle that goes around the crow's nest until Nock, you were kind of really hard pressed at what this was until nearing the very end. You were like, I've seen something like this.
Oh shit! Yeah.
In Warriors Rest.
So can
and Oliver, you are able to tell that these arcane sigils and glyphs are positioned in precise patterns, strands of energy that seem to have left an imprint in the wood. It seems like this might be some sort of permanent teleportation circle.
Huh.
Can we tell where it goes? I know I'm asleep, but
I don't think we can tell where it
here
goes. This specific, well, as far as I'm aware of how teleportation circles work, like these specific set of runes are for this location.
Mm-hmm.
Roll an Arcana check with advantage, Oliver, because portals are kind of your thing.
Yeah,
Also,
he is our resident portal wizard.
Wouldn't I know a great deal about portals?
Roll an Arcana check.
22.
Okay.
What is that? What is it? What did you tell me?
Arcana.
Okay. 13.
13. So it takes a few seconds to make out, because you aren't one who studied it in the arcane, so you don't understand the glyphs as much. However, once you stare at it and you see the shape of it, and you can kind of see almost it clicking in the wizard's head, this is some sort of portal. The way it's shaped, the kind of magical strands that weave together on it, so that this is a gate of some sort. And Oliver, you do understand, yes, certain wizards are able to create permanent teleportation circles on a dedicated spot if they spend a decent amount of time casting the spell over and over and over again on this spot. And you've only seen one inside the school in Xysta City that you studied in.
A permanent one?
Yes, they did have one that part of the groups you were in that did have some interest in the legal limits of the arcane. It did show that the school itself does host one from its founder years and years and years ago when magic was a little bit more openly used, and it's been maintained in the school. It's the only other time you've seen one in real life, but
in reality,
this is without a doubt a teleportation circle.
This was a teleportation circle. A permanent one.
Nock will come down. Looking at the sigils, do they look identical to the one that Nock knows of, or do they look different, like distinct?
Roll another perception check.
Okay. 15.
Better.
13.
Still better.
Yeah.
Poring over the sigils and moving around in the circle, seeing them, and pulling out your notebook to look at the one that you made a copy of from Warrior's Rest. No, it does not seem to be the same. So these are two distinct patterns.
Well, this could be useful. Do you know how to,
very useful.
do you know how to do that?
I mean, I've
Teleport?
drawn them before, but I've never used a permanent one before.
You have not mastered that level of magic yet, though you have studied it in meticulously. You know how it works. You just haven't achieved that level of mastery over the arcane.
Okay.
I do know how they work, but I've never actually used one before.
When you can, let me know.
Okay, so can I just pull out a notebook, like one of my notebooks, and just sketch this circle?
Absolutely.
It's gonna be so big for no reason.
So you and Nock are both drawing it, or work together. So somebody roll a performance check with advantage.
Okay.
What's your
Who
performance?
has more charisma?
Wait.
Probably.
Probably not.
Wait, my performance is only a +1.
Oh, mine too.
Oh, okay.
You guys want to just do rollies?
Let's just each roll one.
Okay.
I think that's fun.
Not great.
Ooh, I rolled good. 18.
Yeah, that was way better than mine.
Hey, so Nock, having drawn one before, Oliver, you did, but a long time ago, and it's in some of your notes back home.
I rolled a 9.
Yeah, you're a little clumsy with it, but Nock is able to put their own touches on it and actually fix little tiny mistakes. And you guys think you have a good enough copy that if you did need to teleport here in the future, you could draw it with the right magical chalk.
Yeah, so I'll tell Nock that I can't right now, but once I learn a little bit more, I should be able to teleport us here whenever we need to.
That's cool. I don't know why we would need to come back here necessarily, but it could be useful in a pinch.
Question.
Yes, it could.
Is this portal that you know of, like, I'm not asking Oliver, just asking in game wise. So like this portal was already created by someone else.
Yes.
So how do we know that it's not a controlled portal and that it doesn't just suck you into a specific location that you don't have any control over once you open it?
Well,
So teleportation circle is like a one-way door.
Yeah, did you say that out loud?
No, I'm asking like before responding.
Okay.
For metagame purposes, teleportation circles, it's just a GPS like pin that links it to a different GPS pin. And you have to know the circle for both to cast the
That is
spell.
what it is. What Illyria will know of it is that it's some sort of linked portal, but you are not sure what it would do.
I'm not asking. Our portals are different. But I would know a lot about them. But I'm not asking that. I'm just asking before I know how I would respond as a character, because I'm not asking if I know everything about this portal. What I'm asking is, do we know once he figures out how to open it, what it's going to do? And Callum just said that you can pinpoint another portal that you know of.
If he draws with magical chalk this symbol, he can make a portal that links to this location. So you could just,
as long as you have another location in mind to also link to.
No.
If you're not at a teleportation circle, you can cast it when you're out in the field. Exactly.
To go to one that you know.
Exactly.
But if you're at a teleportation circle, you can send yourself to a different one you know in the same spell. Like it's either to go to one you know or to go from one you know to a different one you know.
Yes.
So if we were just out in the wild somewhere and we needed like to escape real fast, I could draw this on the ground and we could teleport here instantly.
It's not that fast. It does take a minute to cast.
Yeah, it takes a minute to draw the circle and cast.
Yeah, I can draw this specific circle anywhere, and it will take us here.
But
and
basically,
picture a different location earlier in the campaign.
Okay.
Did you ever watch Rick and Morty?
No.
Okay, well, Shit. Well, that
needs to.
defeats that. Okay. So, anyways,
But
basically, it's just like a pinpoint, and you can only go to that thing, and like within 5 feet of the one you pick.
Okay.
There's not
Gotcha.
an amount of like there's no amount of like trickery or anything, and there's nothing you can do to like make it go to a random one. You have to know the one you go to, or it fails.
mhm.
All
And
right.
if the spot is covered or occupied, you can't go there.
Yeah,
Makes
All
it
right.
good that
that's how the spell works.
I'll play.
It's like very intentional.
Regalson cleared it off, which is nice.
I'm so glad that he's learning shit.
Yeah, and Oliver, you can hear in your head. He says, "Yeah, I didn't know I could still do magic. I thought that was lost to me forever."
I didn't think you could either.
Do
Are
more.
you okay with it?
I think so. It was just kind of unexpected. I didn't think you could interact with anything outside.
Well, neither did I, and then I tried.
Huh. Fascinating.
Fireball.
How did that, like, I don't know if
Fireball.
how did you get inside that ring? Like, how are
Is
you?
Oliver speaking out loud or in his head?
I would imagine I'm speaking just telepathically.
So he's just
So this whole time you're just making face motions and just
See-
not really speaking.
and you and Knock could
Well, no,
be
I was also talking to Nock and you, but
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you crinkle your eyebrows, and it doesn't.
yeah,
make
but
any
like
sense.
you notice like that there are gaps where I'm just kind of just standing there in awkward silence, but I'm actually talking.
I think that Illyria looks over at Nock at this point and just says, kind of like in a hushed tone, "And you've known him for how long?"
Like a day.
Again.
3
3
days?
days.
I love that
I
this is
will
Illyria's reaction, because this isn't even as bad as it gets.
I will ask Arthur how he got into the ring.
So I was talking about that to Yamakowski before when he first
I don't
found
think he
me.
knows me as Yamakowski. I think he knows me as Seabreeze.
Oh yeah, no, Eileen. I forgot. You still haven't even said that name in an interaction with him. So you just and okay. So and Oliver, you knew Yamakowski as Eileen for like 5 hours, and then he started calling himself Yamakowski. So Arthur is going to say, that's something that I was kind of working over with Eileen when he first found me in the magic cache. I remember that my family was trying to harness displacement magic and recreate it, and we couldn't. And I think something went wrong.
My father was trying to do the same thing.
Is your father related to this motherfucker? Is this guy your great uncle?
I don't think so.
I mean, but you wouldn't know. You haven't asked him yet.
Well, according to what I've seen, your father and you have discovered it. You're using displacement magic.
I gathered that much, but I haven't seen him in a long time. He disappeared, and I'm guessing whatever went wrong is probably why he disappeared.
So maybe my family did find it, and it just went wrong.
Well, maybe we can find out together.
Yeah.
This guy's like your great grandfather, and I love it.
And then Oliver just climbs back into the conversation.
I think he's evil.
I'll just look back to you guys. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ancient wizard inside the ring.
What?
Yeah, there's an ancient wizard inside this ring, and he keeps talking to me.
That's bad, dude. That's
he like
not good.
won't stop.
I know he
Wait,
seems kind of
super good.
He seems kind of nice, and he wants to help.
Okay. In my experience, when things start talking to you out of an object, it's not a good thing.
And Brian just clicked you too.
Well, I don't think it's the object.
Knock is actually going to to make sure.
I don't think
to touch Oliver on his shoulder. Does anything happen?
Nothing seems to happen after 6, 12, 18 seconds pass of you touching Oliver's shoulder.
Do you feel anything?
Illyria, you just see Nock just touch Oliver.
Illyria's gonna watch
Eyes
the
are
weird
probably wigged out.
and
Not
then
just
she's just
freaked
gonna
out,
go,
right?
Okay, I'm gonna go continue to check the perimeter, and now she's gonna leave that.
Nock, do you look like wigged out?
Well,
Oh God,
here,
they're
no,
touching.
Nock is a little freaked out.
Here, touch the ring.
Okay, I will touch the ring. Does anything happen?
It seems warm. Still, you can actually see if you look very close. It seems like it's starting to fade, but there is almost like reddish dragoness scales on the ring. But it
Are there
seems
any
like
words? Is there any inscription on it?
none that you can see. Just so gold. Callum, do you remember if it was gold? I don't remember the color.
I don't think you ever specified. I
think
intended it to be like a
with-
silver ring that looks like a spell storing ring. So like a big.
I like that better than gold. So a silver ring with like and it has like little red, almost like marks of scales on the side of it.
Is it?
I don't love it. Just
I know I was
Be
a bit wary.
careful.
I was a bit wary of it at first, but
mhm.
do I have I heard of his name before? Like have
You rolled for that in the past. No, all you recalled was that there was in the distant past a McRegalson family, but you didn't know much about it.
It was
Okay.
a
Okay.
note.
It was a blip in the history of Xysta City.
Yeah, he's told me he was a wizard a long time ago who was studying displacement magic and
Hmm.
somehow ended up inside his sentience somehow ended up inside this ring.
Well, as long as he's not trying to take control of your body and kill us all,
He hasn't
That should
tried
be
he hasn't
fine.
tried to do anything yet.
well, he just tried to do something today, didn't he? Isn't that
Yeah,
what we're talking about?
he showed me that this circle was here.
He swept the deck.
That's all he's really done so far.
He cleaned up. This guy's
Um,
tidying. Nefarious
Yeah,
tidying.
No, there's some evil neat freaks out there.
I will be wary.
They want to clean up our streets.
I just things that talk in your head, not usually a good sign. Just want
No.
Two different kinds of people.
I will keep that in mind.
You have apartment complex.
Literally, and that's exactly like if Yamakowski was having this conversation, he'd be like, "That's amazing! I'm so glad your friend's talking to you finally."
Well, so Nock has a different view of Yamakowski's stuff because Yamakowski's stuff is linked to actual creatures. Like there's a being that they can see.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
So far, in the past, not so much.
Yes.
We don't know
So,
that. Well, we have a spark notes of that.
So Nock is just gonna kind of like, I guess, go nudge Bracket and see if he wants to wake up for a watch, or if he doesn't care.
I'll wake up for a watch if it's my turn.
Do you want it to be your turn? I could go yell at Yamakowski.
No, yell at Yamakowski because he knows about being in an apartment.
Okay, go to bed. I go
I'm gonna
over to
freaking
the
give
bag.
Andrew the wrong message.
I'm gonna go over to the bag. I'm gonna reach my hand in, think about Yamakowski, and pull him out.
I'm much
So
happier.
I'm pretty sure we established if the bag's open, he can go all the way in. I forgot about that. Yeah.
He just has to we just have to get like a steel ring that we put on the outside that holds it in place.
So
I mean, I'm picturing it as like a messenger bag. So I'm
and he
picturing
just
the flap.
suffocates.
No, I'm picturing the flap being like pulled over like a messenger bag. You know what I mean? Like or like a leather bag with like a rigid flap. Like you can just
Evil guy comes up and just closes the bag.
They have no clue. They just think
no,
it's a
and that would be a
backpack.
problem. That would sure be a problem.
What's gonna happen to us?
But Knock, you reach inside and think of Yamakowski, and you grab leg, back of the neck. What do you want?
Leg.
Just leg, and just drags out of the bag. And Yamakowski, you are just sleeping peacefully in your void of the bag before.
Hi.
Honestly, like not even the worst way I've had to wake up in the past like couple days. So
It's
not
literally
mad.
like being dragged out of like a mortuary's like sliding drawer.
I mean, and honestly though, as long as I don't wake up feeling like I was being damned while I was sleeping, like
Not yet.
I'm pretty good with that.
Not yet.
That's good.
For Oliver, you get 2 hours of reading in your book that you can add.
Cool.
I'll help Yamakowski stand up because I'm not a whole jerk. I'm just half a jerk. That's why I'm a halfling, you know? I'll reach down, help Yamakowski up. Do you want to take a watch? I'm feeling kind of sleepy.
Oh yeah, no, I got you. Absolutely. Cool. Did Oliver already go to bed?
Yeah, I would imagine so, yeah. Well, I'm probably like about to go to bed.
He's getting
Are you staying out on the deck?
Me? Yeah. I already set up like my bedroll and everything on the deck, so I'm probably just gonna crawl into it.
Let's book away and then just
So I think when I'm on watch, I'm gonna go up onto the deck and then climb the ropes to get to the crow's nest so I can like keep watch.
Okay. And as you're going up there, Vane starts flying down to be with Knock as Knock goes to bed.
I am gonna blow Vane a kiss.
Roll a charisma.
Like, I'm not gonna say anything because I saw Oliver sleeping on the deck, but I'm gonna blow Vane a kiss and like wave.
Roll a charisma check.
Hell yeah! All right, first
he had
roll
an
with my
advantage because
Renaissance.
he's also a bird.
No,
that'd be so funny. No advantage.
No advantage. No.
Try, Callum. I'm always there for you.
Charisma check.
What?
Just a straight check.
Charisma check. Yes.
Okay, that is a 23.
Fuck you.
I like wink at Vane. I'm like, up.
So you end up doing that and getting up to the crow's nest, and Vane stops for a second and kind of just like flies back over to you and just like and just flies away afterwards.
Oh, bird.
Love that.
Vane gives you one flower. Vane gives you 1 flower point.
I love that. Thank you.
It does nothing, but in Vane's mind, you have 1 flower point.
I'm literally adding Vane to my allies right now.
I'm gonna pull the mattress of the captain's bed that nobody is using out onto the deck. And make like a really cozy like nest for Vane and I to curl up in.
Nice.
Did you leave any of the stuff because you were using it, and I'm pretty sure you packed the stuff up? All you have left is like the hammock. You do see Illyria. Illyria, do you keep your bag of holding on you, or was it left in the captain's quarters?
No, it was on me.
All right, so you actually just see the hammock that's left in there.
Oh, I thought that was a mattress.
But do you want to look around for something comfortable?
Yeah.
All right, roll an investigation.
Can I see Knock looking around?
This is going on as like you're switching up to the crow's nest because Knock's in the captain's quarters, so you don't have a view of it.
Oh man!
Damn it!
You should have just taken my little apartment in my bag of holding. There's a whole bedroll and blanket and pillow. Like
3.
Sorry.
You're not really able to find anything
I've rolled
left.
2 2s.
Oh my god, that's the worst thing you could possibly do.
Just like in just this whole game, I have rolled 2 2s total. That's not me saying that I rolled 2 2s just now because I know I did not have it. This
Oh, yes,
one
but
skill
still,
too. But
Jesus,
yeah.
you need to put those dice in jail.
I know, because like if you rolled a 1, you could have re-rolled it.
There's 2 different dice. Yeah. Okay. Knock is kind of gonna be a little bit butthurt on the inside that Yamakasi took the crow's nest because Knock was originally gonna go up there and sleep with Vane. But I understand that that's not the most best use of the crow's nest. So instead, I don't really want to go down.
May I interject?
Yeah.
Okay, so Illyria's kind of like side-eye paying attention to everything that's going on with all of them, but like, you know, checking the perimeter, going around, doing things.
Mhm.
And she still has, correct me if I'm wrong, multiple tapestries that she ripped off of the walls,
Yep.
and she has multiple blankets and things like that that she's thrown into her bag of holding, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So, what is on the like, okay, so like on the main deck where everyone seems to be wanting to sleep, is it just a blank flat deck, or is there things to attach things to? Like, describe the area.
Yeah, so it's like a ship's deck, so it's got a big hatch that leads down below in one section. It's got little areas where you can anchor like and tie ropes around at the edges of the deck.
So you know how like the center masts, there's like multiple, there's like the big like center pole, and then there's like the smaller ones that they have like usually typically next to it. So I think that Illyria is going to come down with her bag of holding, and she's going to open the bag, and she's going to use Gust Barrier to take the She's going to take the tapestries out of her bag, and she's going to use Gust Barrier to kind of grab rope and just kind of make hammocks for everybody. So she's gonna like string up some like little hammocks, like a couple of them, so that if anybody wants to sleep, they're there. And then she's not gonna take out her best blanket, not the good one, but she'll take out other blankets and she'll put those onto the little beds. But she doesn't touch any of this stuff. She just uses Gust Barrier to basically do her work for her.
Okay, I want to say, so that was really unique. Roll your spellcasting skill is Wisdom, right?
Yes.
For Druid, roll that with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What is it?
Your
Wisdom?
Wisdom's modifier.
Okay. Okay. Hold on.
All the way at the top.
Oh, that's
It's one of the main skills. So it's a
Or am I still finding it?
one of your main
plus
scores.
4?
Yes.
Okay. 21.
21. Yeah, you were able to come down Yamakasi. As you fly up to the crow's nest in this area, you see Illyria float down past you as Vane has flown down towards knocking the captain's quarters. And these hammocks are able to get strung up in all the ropes. How many do you do?
I think she strings up like 2 of them. What's Oliver doing right now? He's just laying on the ground.
Yep, in his little secret bag.
All right, so she's not waking him up. She's not that. She's gotten over disliking Oliver, but she doesn't want to talk to the weird guy who hit her in the head.
I will say he's probably not asleep yet.
Yeah, if you're
lying there,
got your eyes closed and you're getting kind of cozy, I feel like I would be more apt to walk to the person I'm like mildly more comfortable with, and I'll probably just walk towards Knock and say, you know, if you'd like to tell your companion, you know, feel free to like wake him up and have him sleep here.
Thanks. Seeing that, Knock is gonna kind of add to it a little bit using Druidcraft. I want to make some vines that kind of like go above the hammocks. And can I make little fireflies that hang on to the vines?
You mean like twinkly lights? I was thinking about that.
Like twinkly lights with Druidcraft.
So roll your spell casting modifier with advantage. That's so cool. If you guys both don't have inspiration, take an inspiration.
I have one. I rolled really bad.
You both have them. Okay.
I rolled poorly, unfortunately.
Audio. Wait,
Well,
Brian.
then use
Oh,
your
wait, wait,
inspiration and then take the other one.
So if you
Oh,
roll
can I do
poorly-
that? Can I use
mean,
my inspiration and then take the other one?
For the
Sure,
one that
yeah.
you just got, you absolutely should be able
Okay,
to. You
sure.
I
just-
will pause giving you the inspiration until you use this current inspiration.
I was just gonna be like,
Thanks. Oh, that's
Brian,
much better.
if you liked it that much, because you got a newbie player and a
That's a-
veteran player kicking ass, you should just give him double inspiration. A rare moment that we'll never do again. Probably, definitely not.
That's
Totally.
a 23. That's a 23.
23. So
Using
yeah,
my
as you
inspiration.
come out, you're able to really focus your craft as you've been
Mhm.
thinking in really creative ways in just the past 2 days of
Mhm.
having actually 1 day of having
been
this
1
magic.
day.
You woke up the previous this morning with this
Yeah.
ability. And Illyria, you're actually impressed, knowing you don't know how long it's been exactly since they've been a druid, but you knew last session that they were definitely a novice with skill, and this is impressive for somebody who seems new.
I think Nock has taken a lot of inspiration from number one, Nock has grown around druids their whole life. But also being in this weird liminal space with another druid that seems inexplicably linked to Nock, I feel like is helping fuel their magic in a way and helping them get to that next step.
Creativity
And
points.
so, yeah. So they string this all up, light up a joint, smoke a little bit, go to bed.
Man, I really wish I had.
How
joints.
many joints do we have left? We need to establish
I
There
have
is
a-
no
here's
joint
the thing.
counter. They are one of those things in the plot that we just let happen and we don't ask questions.
They're like food that you need to keep track of it.
No.
Not
I
to
will
just make
say,
more
when
of
I
them,
went
though.
to two things. When I went to the Blessed Feet tribe, you said that I could just write down lots of drugs. That's all you said. You did not say that I had to specify at that time. Number
I was a
two,
novice DM. Okay, we are putting a quantity on this.
also number two, I was thinking I can druidcraft make cannabis, can't I?
What?
I would assume so. You have the seeds of it, probably. It's not like
I mean, it's a
you could grow
plant.
your own pot plant in a
Okay,
can make
pile of dirt in your
you do.
hand.
Okay, as long as some people spend a downtime activity to roll joints, I am fine with unlimited joints.
Worked at a dispensary when they first started. He can roll joints better than
You have
anyone.
to have paper, though. You have to have paper.
We
Did
are
you ever wake
paper.
up Oliver, or did you just get really distracted by the cool bed, lay down, have your joint, and cast a little light, and then go to bed? Because you didn't actually wake him up.
That is exactly what happened. Nock got really excited about pulling it off. Was like,
Oliver, you're just all tight in your sleeping bag, and you just see this magical moment, and you're like, wow, it's really pretty.
By the way, so how many hammocks did you make?
I made 2 of them, and if he didn't
One
get
of them
up,
is for you.
Well,
and if
I probably would have noticed.
maybe
Yeah,
maybe at
well-
some point, like probably later than they meant to, would just kind of be like, Oliver.
Huh? What? What?
no way. If you didn't wake Oliver up, I feel like Illyria's just gonna be like, and she's just gonna lay down on the bed she made.
That's not her problem.
She's like, I offered it.
And the they're made out of tapestries, so it's definitely a big enough space that Vane could probably snuggle in there with you.
I'm so
I think
tiny,
that-
so
I'm gonna stay up for a while, kind of like fighting sleep, but she eventually needs to trance. So I think that she probably would cast some kind of like druid craft, almost like you ever seen like little water sprites that like light up in watery pools and like little like brooks and stuff? I feel like she would cast like little kind of water swirlies around the lights that you made, and she's just sitting there kind of like passively like moving the water and the lights until she falls asleep. So I think that she does not intend to go into trance mode, but eventually gets comfortable enough where she ends up trancing it up.
It sounds like
Love that.
I'm having a very interesting time when I wake up in a room that smells like dank weed and just has floating little lights and water, and I'm like, what the fuck
No,
happened?
we're out on the deck.
We're outside.
We're out on
Okay,
the deck.
so I'm even. It'll still smell like weed out.
Yes, it will.
Outside, yeah, you'll smell it. But all right, Yamakowski, you fly up to the crow's nest, and you
I
are.
cannot fly. I want to just specify.
Oh, you climb. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, sorry. You climb
That's
up
part
to
of
the
his
crow's
character arc.
nest. Yeah.
Way to bring it up, Brian.
You climb.
That's something I'm sensitive about.
Stop rubbing it in. He's a bird that can't fly. He's basically like a penguin.
It's really disgusting. You guys remind me what a terrible DM I am.
Melty penguin.
You're not. That's not what we were saying.
Terrible.
Terrible.
So you climb up to the crow's nest, and you see all of this happen while amongst purple flames that keep on coming into and out of existence in the crow's nest. And there's still the skeletal body left up there, slumped over in the corner.
Okay, so like I'm gonna take in Nock and Illyria making the nice little setup, and I'm like smiling. I'm like definitely really enjoying the vibe of the night. Like now that we're not fighting anymore, I'm like, man, this is nice. Look at this. This is so nice. Can I?
As he's in flames.
I mean, I'm not getting hurt, right? It's just like a purple flame that's like.
It's just a funny image.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is fine. I'm just doing the "this is fine" meme.
This is fine.
This is nice. Is there anything going on with the skeleton next to me? I know that Nock found arrows there, but like I don't know that. Like Yamakowski doesn't.
You're pretty good at investigation, so even with your passive investigation, you'll see that his body has been cleaned out by your comrades. But he did have seem to have things on him. All that's left is just the ragged clothes and the remaining bones.
I kind of
Bones.
do.
Sorry.
Is he wearing anything, or is it just the bones? Like, is it just a skeleton?
I enjoy being.
It's really just ragged clothes that are really just falling apart. There's barely much material left to it.
Gladly be Yamakowski's bad.
I mean, it's probably the wind caller or whoever the fuck, like the person who was in the crow's nest looking out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably gonna like say it like. I feel like I ought to just do something nice about this, but like I kind of just want to chuck the skeleton down off the side. I don't know.
Okay. Where do you throw it?
No, I'd like, but that's the thing is, I'm not sure that that's really what I would do. It's just like because like in the nice moment that I've just like watched Nock and Illyria have, and I'm like up here in the place where I used to be, and I'm like seeing this dead body, which easily could just it's just a different version of me. Like this is some fucking poor guy. I don't want to like dump his body overboard, but I also kind of am like feeling that existential like oh man, this is what would have happened if I hadn't met the ever-raging storm. That's really bleak kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So do you stay in there with the remains or do you throw them out?
I am probably just going to stay there. I might turn his head to face away from me.
I
feel like for the remainder of the night.
No, you just plop it off and go, and not that one. Not that part.
No, I mean, like, I'm not desecrating the corpse. I feel like I would have, but now I'm a paladin, and I feel like I do take that very seriously. I'm not just going to, like, out of pocket desecrate a corpse.
Aww, character growth.
No, and I know, and that's the problem is, like, I'm turning his face away from me, but then I'm probably going to talk to this poor guy for the whole fucking evening. Like,
oh, man, start casting shit on him just to see what happens. Hey guys, with a zombie.
talking, rambling to this skeletal body?
Yeah, I'm just like venting, just getting it off my chest. This guy is probably, and that's the other thing is like Wet Hands is here. So like,
oh my God, Callum, same wavelength. I was literally just going to say, in this moment, Wet Hands kind of just comes out of your body and just sits on the other end of the crow's nest.
There's some pirates in this crow's nest.
Were you, I'm asking Wet Hands, were you also a wind caller when you were a pirate?
No, I was a scout, mate.
Awesome.
Hey, do you want to hear a joke?
Absolutely.
3 different pirates, alive, skeleton, and ghost, walk into a crow's nest. I'm working on the punchline, but this is inspiration right here.
Ryan, if you actually pulled an actual joke out of your ass,
3
I would
stages of development. I love that.
Ribbon.
I wish I had reanimate corpse or something so I could like turn this guy into a living thing.
I'll have some chocolate. What's your chocolate though?
I'm hoping you had some material prepared. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't think he had material prepared, but I was hoping he was
Wet
going to be
Hands
better.
isn't that type of person either.
Wet
He has
Hands
the confidence, but not much to back it up.
I like the sardonic humor.
Your self-insert, that would be really funny.
Wet Hands is the self-insert.
Yeah.
But yeah, he what'd you say, Callum? Sorry.
I think I was just agreeing with you that was a funny setup.
Yeah. It's a weird life, matey. I never thought it would bring me to this. Just thinking way back.
I'm going to be honest. I kind of just pictured being young and then all of a sudden being old. And that like everything in between would just kind of be something. But this is a lot. Like, holy shit. I'm like laughing a little bit hysterically. Like I'm just like, holy fuck. Oh my God, the last couple of days have fucked me up.
Does it sound like a bird chortling? Like, you know how parrots like chortle?
No, I'm picturing like on the verge of crying, laughing, like, and not in a bird-like way. Like I'm definitely mimicking somebody's voice.
Like you've watched a complete mental breakdown, or just like, yeah, I'm gonna mimic that.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I'm like, and like, well, that's the thing is I don't choose. I just like I remember those things passively, and I can summon them when I need to make a noise. But like, yeah, it's. I mean, I'm like fucking 13 years old. Like,
I was about to say what Hans was thinking. Your race doesn't, you mature really quickly. So I don't think I've ever asked, but exactly how long have you been alive, matey?
13 years. And like just because they call us an adult, like I'm not sure I'm maturing any faster than anyone else, to be honest. Like 3 days ago, I lit a person's desk on fire because they said something that I thought was mean to a friend of mine. And I don't think that's a very mature way to act. And like, I know that, but I can't, like, I get so impassioned. It's like.
Raina proves you lighting the desk on fire.
Well, I mean, but to be honest, like we were part of a heist. I'm not sure that your opinion is really the socially acceptable one. Like
that is true. She might have some social issues too.
But it's like I've always kind of just done my own thing, and I didn't really ever think that I would matter or do anything important. And like the last 4 days, it's like, holy shit. Why the fuck am I important? I keep making fucking mistakes. And I gesture to the skeleton guy and I'm like, I could have been him. You know what I mean? Like I keep almost being him. I've died 4 times in the last 3 days. Like this is too much, I think.
Head first into danger. That's just who you are.
Oh no, and I can't help it. I will always do that. And I think that might be why Xylia picked me. Is like,
that's the trait of a true leader.
I don't want to be a leader, though. I think I'm much more comfortable following a captain, having somebody to look to and to rely on. Like, I'm not the one that people should rely on.
Well, I rely on you, matey, and your two other friends do as well.
I'm going to, gently try to cup where his shoulder would be. And I'm like, you're the one who saved me. Like, if anything, I rely on you. I owe you my life.
You also
wouldn't have
saved
made
me.
it this far.
You also saved me, matey, out of the necklace and from that Yick lost soul.
It's like a moment of bar when two guys are too drunk.
For real. I hope we never see him again, but I swear to God, if we do, I'm taking his book and I'm giving it to Oliver.
If we never see him again, that'll be way too soon, matey. That guy was no good. I want to steer clear of that entire place.
Wow, you guys are hilarious.
Although I will say I did meet Blinky there, and that's pretty cool. Like, I really love Blinky.
Yeah, but we had to go through that place that made us relive part of our trauma. I didn't want to remember my past.
Yeah, can relate to that. I won't take you there again.
Character.
We're gonna not only do I not want to deal with him because he straight up killed me last time, like I wouldn't put you through that again. I know you're not, mine, but we almost lost you. And you're a friend of mine. Like, I want you to be able to be free, and you can't do that if you're stuck in a necklace or in some fucking woods full of clocks.
And neither can you if he has you captured again. Your friends, whether the Lucky Sink or this group of misfits, they do seem to need your help, just like I do. If you keep on dying, it's because you care about everyone around you, matey, and as long as I can find a way to revive you, I will do my best.
Same to you. And I think...
Precious.
And if you die, I proof that there is something after death. I'm not really sure how this happened, but it did.
That's fair. Honestly, that would be pretty cool.
We can be ghost pirates on this ghost ship together.
I was thinking the same thing.
Our ship.
I really want the pirate lady to I hope she's actually a pirate. You know what I mean? Like, I know we haven't talked to her very much, but I really do. I keep seeing her and this ship, and I'm like, the aesthetic. Like, it's good. It's nice. It's nice to be in a familiar space, I guess.
She has the air of a ship captain.
I would follow her, I think. I mean, I'm not necessarily a great judge of character. I'll follow just about anybody, but
Real.
At least I recognize it.
I'll kind of follow anyone.
Do you have an idea and talk good? I'm in.
Right? All you gotta do is say something nice to me or say something mean to me in the right way, and I'm all yours.
Rain did it both meanly and then nicely later when she begged for you to not be evil. She had a mental breakdown.
Yes.
Maybe one day.
Rain will always live in a special place in my heart for that reason. Hates me to my face, but will pray to a god to save my soul.
Well, she can see the good that's there.
But can't let me know she sees it.
Nah, because then he's going to start going the other direction fast.
I know, you got to keep me in my place. I love that. Sorry, you were saying something, Brian?
He said, maybe one day, matey.
And I'm gonna like kind of look into the middle distance, and I'm like, I really do think that I will be able to get you a new body. I think that you remember that Loxodon lady we met? I bet she's got something up her sleeves. Like I bet she could help us. I know that we're on like other missions right now, but like I do think when all this is over and we get to go and do whatever the fuck afterward, as long as the world's still around, we can go be pirates and you can have a body and we can like
Be pirate buddies?
Yes.
So,
whatever.
Are we saying dead or alive, mateys forever?
Hell yeah, buddy.
Aww.
Gonna
I love
mage hand hold out his hand to you.
I am going to grasp it and I'm going to kind of like shake it and then pull him into like a hug, like a bro
and
hug.
He goes right through into your body, and then you start dripping water again.
I forgot.
I'm gonna like sigh and just say, "I love you, man."
Love you too, matey.
I forgot that Yamakowski is literally always soaking.
Always wet. When wet.
Yeah, he's dripping wet all the time.
I've made jokes about this the whole time.
Wet Hands is back in my body, I'm looking into the middle distance and I'm like, do you think Oliver has a thing for Rain? I know they lived in the same city, but I didn't think they could have possibly run into each other. But every time I use her voice, he like turns ghost white and stops moving completely for at least 3 seconds. Do you think there's anything there?
I mean, from what he said, he thought she was dead. So, I mean, if my ex-girlfriend...
I think a lot of people thought she was dead, though. I think that's kind of the thing. That was her whole secret. Like, she didn't even know for a long time.
Yes, but if my ex-girlfriend had faked her death and left me...
Huh.
That's his perspective, matey. We've heard different from Rain.
Should I tell him? I feel like I don't want to keep making him uncomfortable.
I engaged whether that's a good thing or not. He seems very prone of panic attacks.
I was thinking the same thing. And like he's got a well of strength, but it's not like I feel like he would definitely still what's it called?
Might pass out.
Yeah, like a swoon, you know what I mean? Like he's got an inner strength that is not related to like not hearing bad news.
I think
like, I definitely wouldn't.
I think Rain needs to have a conversation with him when they're in the city. I don't think that's something we should.
Maybe though, if we're sure that I might let him know that she's alive though, because like I don't want him to faint in front of her.
Well, you guys have already let him know that she is alive. He found out from us talking about the heist.
Okay, I guess I didn't know that he had put 2 and 2 together.
That's why his face
He's
goes weird every time you use Rain's current voice that he remembers.
Andy and Oliver are gonna have something in common.
He knows she's alive. He just
I love that for you and Andy. I think that's going to be so funny when Andy's like, hey, what do you think of that? Like, I'm so here for it. The rivalry will be so pretty and cute. It's going to be great.
Just slowly collect my exes.
Just Andy is like, should we date to make her jealous?
Andy would say that.
I'm so here for it.
Andy would say that.
As a joke, but totally seriously.
He would not be. He would not.
Side Side note, Echo just locked herself in here with us. She accidentally closed the barn door to the point she can't get out.
She keeps
Give that kitty love.
seeing it open, and she's
Wait.
like, "Oh, I can go!" And then she goes to go, and then the door swings back, and she just goes like this, and then she falls on the ground, and then just lays upside down and stares at it.
And then does it again and
She's
again
like,
and
the
again.
door is playing
Yes,
with me
she's
for
done it
some
3
reason.
times.
I love that.
Cats.
It's really
But-
cute.
But Yamakasi, when Wet Hands says, I think we need to let him know that she didn't just abandon him. From
guys
what
don't know
I
that.
heard, he's gone through a lot of shit in the city and had to fake her death multiple times.
Yeah, I think she was being hunted. by people.
It probably wasn't intentional.
You dated a criminal.
Yeah.
What did you expect?
He didn't know she was a criminal, though.
No, he did. He just it was fun.
Oh,
no,
okay. Well, then, I mean,
Oliver was well aware of her activities.
And I think he
Okay,
thought
well
it was a
then,
little
so what's
hot,
the-
you know? Let's be honest.
yeah.
My
As
criminal
long as-
girlfriend
okay, as long as I'm not
also
gonna be, like, breaking
he
his
does
worldview.
unregistered magic. He also does crime.
Yeah, Oliver is also like, as far as Xysta City is concerned, is a criminal.
Yeah.
I feel like neither of you are nearly on Yamakausi's level yet, though. So, like,
Brain is, but
Yamakasi, do you do anything else for your watch?
just watch. I mean, I don't know. How long do I have?
2 hours, typically, unless you guys wanted to do segments of 3.
I mean, I can stay up as long as, like, whatever, as long as I get my rest. But I'm not in any rush to let someone else relieve me. But also, like, can I try to reach out to Xylia? Is that a thing?
you can focus and pray, right? I think we've all done that.
Religion check?
Yeah, I mean, do you want me to roll a religion check?
Yeah.
Okie doke. That
Andrew, get me a cider donut.
I
that's
am
an
on it.
18.
Yeah, has anyone got joints?
Eight.
Pass them.
As you lie in the crow's nest, once more, you don't hear her voice anymore, as she had told you that she might be less present, but you do still feel that breeze of the coastal air, as if you were sitting in the crow's nest of your ship, as it was actually sailing through the sea.
That's
Excellent.
So
Okay, so,
kindly
like,
reassuring.
having that kind of
Give me a mouse that was
yeah, exactly. Having that feeling that she's like listening but not with me here. Like, I'm
Yes.
just gonna fill her in. I'm gonna be like, hey, I found the 6 bags of stardust. We made friends with a really neat lady who's see-through, and we're on her ship right now. We're heading to Xysta tomorrow, and we're gonna fix shit. Like, I'm going to fix my mistakes. I just want you to know I'm actually fucking working on it, and I want you to know that, like, I'm trying to be worth your fucking time.
All right. And your watch goes by, you wake up Bracket.
Sure. I'm probably gonna wait until I'm just gonna go as far as I can in the watch, just kind of meditating in the crow's nest and enjoying being in that familiar spot.
So, I mean, if you're
I'm
allowed
not trying
6
to take
hours.
a level of exhaustion.
Okay, so you need to get 6 hours of sleep and then 2 hours of light activity, so you can only do 2 hours.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna grab.
Yeah, I don't think you have any special stuff as this character.
Can I just leave Wet Hands there though and let Bracket sleep?
Yeah, Wet Hands can come out of
You
the body.
do not have to wake me up. No, technically not. But that would mean that all we have is the ghost watching us.
I mean, yeah, but he can talk. Like, he'll come get us if we need him.
That's true.
So
Yeah,
you
I'm
just
just-
leave Wet Hands?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him to keep watch for the last bit because I know that, like, also Illyria is presumably doing the same thing. She's also ghostly. But like, I assume there's at least 2 of them, and then there's also all the undead nearby. Like, yeah, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna let Bracket sleep. Do you have this?
You keep a watch, matey. I don't really need to sleep myself.
Let me know if you need anything.
Will do.
And I'm just gonna climb back down and go and crawl into my bag of holding. I'm
Okay.
so glad that Nock didn't just dump it out and just like make everything fall out.
That would have been really funny.
When you were like, I'm gonna go get Yamakasi, I was like, they're gonna turn the bag inside out.
That would have been really, really funny. Yeah.
You know what else would be really, really funny though? Is like if I'm sleeping in it and someone tries to do the bag of holding inside a bag of holding trick.
You just pop into somewhere else and be like, what the fuck happened?
Right? Like I would just show up on the astral scene and be like, fuck, not again. I was like, sleepwalking? What the fuck happened?
Oh man, the worst part is that would just be a normal Tuesday.
Are we able to take a quick 5-minute break, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get onto
Cool.
the thingy of program of thing that do be intermission.
All right,
They will see us.
we will be right back.
Yes, they can hear us. We just had some introspectiveness after our peas. I guess it must have brought forth something upon us. So now we shall continue on, I don't know, sleeping, because that's what our characters are doing, minus the ghost. That was
Everybody except for Wet Hands is currently asleep right now.
Yep. Part of it came because our characters are asleep. Our part is I have taken 8 edibles in the past, 6 hours, so...
Dude, same.
And suddenly
How
it's
are
morning.
you guys alive? I don't...
I could do more, man. I'm thinking about it.
Usually, because I take the edibles, I don't hurt myself, so that's like a pretty good one.
You know?
It's a good reason.
That's about what I do.
But yes, so 6.
We're doing okay.
So
We're okay.
It comes around 6:30 in the morning when
I would wake
the
up.
people who have first fell asleep would start waking up. So Bracket, you were the first one to actually go to bed. Yamakasi, you still need your 2 hours, and at this time too, Illyria, you'll be coming out of your trance.
Okay.
We all get a long rest.
I probably will have
Yes. 2 more hours for everybody technically, but yes, you guys are going to get a long rest.
Yeah, I probably wake up a little early.
Yeah, I'm not getting up until someone drags me out again.
Yeah, I'd probably wake up a little early because I can get up a little early because no one woke me up. I'd be like, oh, okay, I guess I slept through the night. Sick.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You slept 6 hours through, so this is your 2 hours of light activity as you're awake in the morning, and you fell asleep in the captain's quarters, right?
I believe so. I think I just put my bed mat out and just went to bed because that was the place I could store my armor easily instead of it being open on the deck.
And Yamakasi, was your bag of holding in the captain's quarters or on the area above the captain's quarters?
It was down in the place. I'm not exactly sure. I thought it was. I didn't think it was the captain's quarters. I thought it was some holding area, but it's wherever the bag was, wherever the downstairs area is, that's where it was.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So you, so Bracket, you don't. The bag holding's not in the area there, so you wake up alone in the captain's quarters.
I put on my armor, as you do, because it takes me a couple minutes, and then I get myself ready for the day, wash my face, fix my hair.
You are definitely up, and you hear the light clang and clatter through the morning as Bracket puts everything on coming from the captain's quarters. And
I get my mirror out, I hang it up on one of the shelves so I can use it, and I fix my hair as I need to, and check the beard from the flat spot that's from me drooling. Fix my beard.
She's
Make
not
sure there's no hairs that need to be plucked. You know, he hasn't had a real time to have a morning routine in a couple days, so he's checking up.
It's preening.
Yeah, you
But
got
we'll
it.
also be out and at it and doing some morning cleaning.
Fine. The weird.
The mouse?
Yeah.
The mouse? Yeah, yes.
You prep your sword like every morning. You prep your spells. Anything else you do for the first 2 hours?
During my prep my sword, I pray to Xylia a little bit and be like, hey, I'm assuming we're going to the city. If there's something up there we need to deal with, try, please. Any signs. That'd be sick. Thanks. Love you.
Roll a religion check.
I don't even
With
have
advantage
dice.
because he said love you? With
No.
advantage because he said love you at the end? Come on.
No.
Love you.
No, because he
Come
said
on.
in the bracket kidding way, love you. It's sarcasm, especially for the contract he hasn't seen yet. Oh, sick! 19 plus, I believe something.
Where are my stats?
I do not have a character sheet up right this second. I'm a bad boy.
Well, it's intelligence based. I don't think bracket's the most intelligent.
I didn't remember if as a paladin I put anything into religion or not. And I did not. So it is 19. Still 19 though.
19. Okay. You don't feel or hear or see anything, but you do still feel like it, kind of just like Yamakausi, just not a coastal one. You do feel like a breeze going through, and it kind of points you back in the direction towards where you know you have to return, back over towards the cart, the path down to Xysta City. And it reminds you of the breeze that you are starting to remember from like your past as Urem and things like that.
It smells like Ladris, which it smells like horse poop and food. That's what that's what I imagine Ladris smells like. It smells like a little bit of horse manure and fresh, like food from all the restaurants and other stores that are making food, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What are you doing while he's praying to his god?
Is it safe to praying to his god? Is it safe to say that I've been awake before everyone else?
So your trance ended roughly around the time that Bracket woke up, because you tranced for 4 hours. You were up for the first 2 hours, so 6 hours as he got his 6 hours of sleep.
So I woke up around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably a couple minutes after, realistically.
Okay, so
I already have the armor on. I finished. You probably hear the like leaning back and forth on the planks as someone's like clearly looking in a mirror. That's about the most you hear out of me.
This works well with the conversation with Knock yesterday about Bracket.
Yeah.
Probably, if you haven't walked down, you probably will hear a thud as I go to pray into the sword.
She's not overly impressed with the praying. She probably would like peek. I don't think that she would like do it intentionally for him to know that she's looking at him, but she'd probably just like give a passive like look around at where everyone's still sleeping, look down at where Bracket is, and then I think that she's probably going to task all of her little ghosties and then jump back on her horse to go like forage in the area.
Okay.
So she's gonna go get some quick like. She doesn't really know what to do right now because she doesn't know if she wants to even be around these people or not.
She go get berries because she definitely could, but like
they stayed in my house. Like
I should feed them. Would come with you or stay around the ship.
No, so Ember Nettle's gonna stay to be a good ship host, and I'm gonna take the rest of my ghost guys, and I'm just gonna hop on my horsey quick so I can go faster. And there's like some local little bushes and various berries and other things. There's also roots that I can boil for like broths and stuff in the area. So
were you going for any game or just for plants?
I mean, yeah, probably. She would probably go get something passive, but I don't even think she's gonna do that herself. I think that she would just send one of the like specters to go.
Roll a survival check. You're using your pawns for help, so advantage.
Okay.
I'm gonna start a fire. Then I'm gonna make sure it doesn't spread because I'm not
On the
Jim
ship?
Rash.
You do see there's a little there
Okay.
is a wood burning
Uh,
stove in the captain's
Okay.
quarters, or you can get an actual campfire out in the grass.
No, I'm gonna. If there is a stove on the ship's quarters, I'd rather stay in the quarters while I'm making food, so I have less
Don't
bugs attacking
starting
me.
fires. Nobody needs that near the ship. It's super old.
So what's your
Um,
survival check?
It was, I already forgot. It was a 19.
19. Yeah, so while Brackett is getting everything ready in the morning, starting to cook breakfast and get things ready for everyone, you spend...
How would Brackett cook breakfast for everyone when there's no food on the ship?
So he might have some food with him.
I have rations. It's very
Okay.
minimalistic, but it is like,
Yeah.
heating up the salted meats and putting some seasoning in
Yeah.
them.
Heating up salted meats, random assortment of things for a stew or something like that. That's basically what you can do with basic rations and stuff. But you take the first hour going
Toasting
out
some
there
of the bread
hunting
we
with
have still from Ladris because we have a little bit left.
And yeah, you're able to get a pretty bountiful amount of stuff to have a full breakfast probably for everyone. Something not elegant like in halls that you have maybe seen from where you're from in the past, but
Careful, buddy.
more like
Yeah, you're
minimalistic.
getting a little.
More comfortable from when you got to areas outside of where you lived and outside of the normal life that you had.
Okay. I don't
Okay.
know if you're
I don't know what
implying
that's like. I was a
something
beach bum.
like you're near me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now I'm a forest
No, just
bum.
like less.
yeah, no, I got some like
We're gonna try out City
basic
Bum later.
birds, and I've got. She doesn't really like to dirty her hands with that kind of stuff. So she did get some meat for them, but she did not do that herself. And she's also trying to avoid the violence when possible. So she's just getting berries and getting roots that because the specters don't have basic knowledge of things that they can forage that are edible. She wouldn't be able to task them
Yeah,
with that.
they go for
It's like
wolves.
it's like too big of a task. She's just like, go kill some basic animals for them
Can
to
you
eat.
get me
and
4 bunnies?
I'm
I know it upsets me, but please go get 4
Yeah.
rabbits, okay?
I have like the more like experienced grocery list, and then I know how to find the things
Okay.
in the special places, and then they're
Wild
just kind of I'm like,
berries.
go,
Wild
go get
strawberries.
one item.
This
item.
Your wraiths are able to find 1 wolf and 2 mastiffs, and they bring them back.
Wolves. I said birds, buddy.
Oh, you just said specifically for birds? Okay,
Yeah,
I
no,
was
we're
just
not.
hunting.
We don't need a giant wolf. We don't
Okay.
need to be doing.
Then you're probably your
Or
wraiths
fox
are
jerky.
able to
Get wolf
get,
jerky.
I'd say probably 5 different common birds from the area that didn't roll the
Pheasants,
best.
turkeys, that kind of thing. Wild turkey, whatever.
Not with the roll that they made. More like, hey, actually finding some birds and stuff like that, like
They're holding me 2
smaller
pigeons.
and mid-sized birds and stuff like that in the area.
Okay.
Here's
Pheasant.
2 crows.
Yeah. Yep, there
It's
are
Rick-
crows in the.
It's Rick and 2 crows.
And Bracket, after the first hour of getting everything ready for the morning, you start hearing. Actually, you don't even hear it. Oh, actually, they are skeletal ones. Yes, you do hear it. You hear the hooves of skeletal horse coming back over towards the ship. And
Yeah, but I carry all of it myself. I think that he would almost be more confused at first because I'm not the first one who comes in. So there's just random specters just like floating through literally floating through the fire he's got going in front of him and then just dropping dead birds in front of him. I feel like
Weird
that would be a
morning.
little-
I'm a little too sober and coming down off this high for what's happening right now.
And they don't say
Is this an
anything. It's just
omen?
kind of like, ugh.
Are you threatening me?
Yeah. He sees them come through the wall, holding a dead crow, and put it to the ground, and then they leave. And then he's like, "So we're good? Okay, Have a good day.
Then you start to get the picture because like another little specter comes up. He's got like a big old satchel of like some of the stuff that I was carrying because I'm not gonna carry all of it. So he's got like this big old satchel. It's got some berries and there's little like nuts in it and stuff. And then I think I'll climb up. Well, I don't need to climb up. I'll float up.
I'm doing this to make you laugh at this point, Vic. I'm just trying to make you lose it as I try and mime out everything happening.
I bracket and Illyria comes into the captain's quarters as all of this has been dropped at the floor in front of you.
They're very odd, but at least polite, as I continue to cook. And you've seen a partially plucked crow, and you can tell I've given up on that idea.
And for about 7:30 in the morning, he seems really well put together too.
I'm a hot guy cooking.
I am literally cooking over a wood stove in full plate armor.
In full plate armor. Like, obviously I'm sweating, but I look good sweating.
Are you like, I was gonna say, are you like boiling in there?
No.
Roll a perception check.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
I'm fully embracing the chaos of this.
Yeah, we've lost it. The rail's gone.
It's fun. This is a nice filler episode.
We need one of these.
We're gonna get up and head to Ladris, and it's gonna be.
What we're gonna do, like
14 bracket. You are probably sweating with the
I am
heat
sweating.
in your armor.
I'm sweating, but
Does it make you glisten?
Yeah, it
There's
more
also a
just
hole
makes
in
my
the
complexion
roof,
even
so-
better. I'm not overheated.
Yeah.
I am at that point of like, oh, he's just working hard. That's very.
Yep,
You're like a pregnant lady who's glowing.
Yeah, exactly.
Hot dad, armored bod, cooking breakfast.
Yeah, whatever you put into that stupid AI generator to make a really bad picture.
All right.
Okay,
I'm looking
so
at my history.
what did
History.
you say? What did you say?
What'd you say?
I said, don't look at my history.
Okay, so she's just gonna kind of like acknowledge that you made the fire with kind of like a approving nod, and then she's gonna go over to the bird you gave up on and start like expertly plucking the tiny feathers off of the bird,
It doesn't look like I did a bad job.
and then just
I
kind of picks it up and slaps it down on the counter.
I guess I'll look for a pot, and I'm going to try and essentially, we're just going to have to either boil this damn crow.
There are basic cook's utensils near this.
Is this a wood stove, or does it have an oven section? Is it, like, how advanced is this wood stove I'm using?
No oven section, just very bare bones wood burning.
There's like
stove.
pots and whatnot, though, right?
Yes,
and I have some.
Yes, no oven to put something into,
Yeah.
but can over the top of. Yes.
Yeah.
Try it.
Where's the galley here? Come on.
It's in the cake. This is a small boat.
At this point, I'm gonna give you some of the herbs for the pot, and just for flavor. But also, I'm gonna grab the roots that I was digging up, and she's gonna put them in and just kind of say, mention in passing, almost like she's talking to herself, but she's kind of talking to him because at this point she's acknowledging him since they're in the same room as each other.
Just like a
She's
cat.
gonna pick up the roots and say, these are energizing, and just kind of like put them into the pot.
I'm going to say sick as I pour water into the pot before I put it, which is, we're just going to have to boil a crow. This is just upsetting.
I mean, it's going to be a really good stew, though.
Wait, we do have one pheasant though.
Okay.
We could crispify that bad boy.
If you do the pheasant up, I'll let rotate because it has fattier meat.
Are you talking like that?
No.
No.
I was about to say, like,
No.
How is this?
This is okay.
Does that sound like Illyria's?
Not at all. That's why I wanted to specify.
It is like the silence of two people who acknowledge they're in the same room and must work together, but are saying bare minimum, saying, "You got it."
Yeah. There's not a lot of words happening. She's literally like, "These are energizing. Put them in," and he's like, "Word," and then
Word.
they just keep going.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, sick.
Okay.
Hands the pheasant to him. He stabs it with a skewer and puts it over the fire and just begins going while he's doing the stew. Like,
No way. We don't have a skewer. Where is the skewer coming
it's
from?
a sword.
Oh, it's with a sword.
With a sword. Excellent. I love that. Okay.
I have
that's
lots
fine.
of them.
All right. And Knock and Oliver and Vane, you wake up to the smell of pleasant meats and other things boiling from the captain's quarters.
I've also made tea.
You are above the captain's quarters on the deck there, and the smell rises up out of the hole and into the bag, and it quickly fills the space.
Well, that smells good.
I think
Am I allowed to
Knock
wake
would
up without
come in
taking
and
exhaustion?
see-
Yes, you guys have all taken a long rest now.
Oh, I need to
Knock
hit that
would
button.
wake up
Let me
and
hit
see
that button,
tiny
thank
ass
God.
Birds in the pot, and would just be like, "Why did none of you wake the hunter?"
I wasn't in charge of this part. I was gonna cook something else.
I mean, I just woke up, so.
I wasn't. You're not in trouble.
Like
Um,
you can see the one pan of like there is some
Yeah.
jerky I've cooked up and hydrated,
yeah.
but I didn't cook all of it. So you're like, oh,
And
okay,
There's
you
also
switched.
a big old juicy pheasant.
Knock, do you also have your quiver and bow on you?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
You start feeling a hum coming out of your quiver.
Ooh.
I reach. I pull it out.
There seem to be two of your arrows in there, both the boom and the decay arrow. They seem to be humming and vibrating a little bit. And as you look at them, you can see just next to the command word carved on the side, a infinity symbol kind of just forms into the edge of both of them. The one, a silver color for the boom arrow and a dusty gray on the decay. And then the hum and vibration just stops.
What the?
No.
Why are you buzzing?
Oliver? Can I make like a, I don't know, like a Arcana check, I guess?
Roll an Arcana check. And Oliver, you see Knock just pull out these two arrows that seem to be visibly vibrating, and then they just stopped.
That's a 14.
Should I make everyone plates?
Oh, look interesting.
14.
Yeah.
Knock, you definitely felt some sort of magical aura coming off of them. And then once that symbol was etched into the edge of both of the arrows, it seemed to condense back into just the normal feel you feel off of these arrows. Something seems to have changed, though.
Oliver, can you can cast Identify, right?
Yes,
You can
it's gonna take me. It'll take me a few minutes, but yes, I can.
Can you just do one of these? And here, you did the. Here, do this one, because I don't know what it. Well, do the boom arrow, because I know what it did. So if it does something different, then I'll know what it did.
All right, I will take it, set it down,
Yeah.
take out one of my
That
books,
made
and I
Really
will.
smart though.
I will spend the next 10 minutes and ritually cast Identify.
Thank you.
Okay, Bracket?
So this is a question to Sam. How much in our sitting around, our like cooking spree that we did not really talk, did you imply with enough body language and wording that you are a vegetarian or not a vegetarian?
A great question.
I know.
So okay. Illyria is not a vegetarian like I am. But she's definitely a cry over her kill kind of girl, or at least she used to be. So she doesn't enjoy the process of hunting, but she understands the necessity and basically like Native American style, like thanks every animal that like she would, if she ever had to hunt. She's not a hunter, but if she ever had to hunt, she's like I would say I've got a bow. I'm decent with it.
So
like,
you kind of treat the kills with respect.
Yeah, she does it out of.
Okay.
She also, not to go into much detail, but she hasn't had to really do that for herself much. But she's done it for other members of her community that were suffering, if that makes sense. Now she can't really stomach the taste of meat at the moment. So she brought that back, but she didn't kill it, and she stripped it expertly, but she's not going to eat any of it.
So she had no place in the cook. She pretty much handed it to me and went, "Okay, I don't know, I want to deal with that," and then went to like
She
shop.
stripped the birds for you, so she's touched them. She stripped the birds, and it's clear that she knows how to do it, but she's not going to touch it after this.
Roll an insight check.
I've already rolled it and know what the answer is because it's mid. Because
she may be not.
That's why I had to ask the question. Is that roll was my decision of I'm like, oh man, I need to ask other people besides me if I'm deciding how I'm judging the way that she's been characterized so far. But I haven't actually seen all of it because I haven't been there. So the insight was a 13. No, sorry, 12.
Yeah. So I would definitely say it is hard to tell, but because she doesn't eat the meat, you notice that afterwards.
And I know she focuses on the fruits that we have and the herbs.
Yeah, she definitely had a familiarity with handling and prepping and, preparing meats with no level of disgust or anything, but like I said, like a level of respect for it. So, maybe she did in the past.
But yeah, I can't tell really. I'm guessing. Got it. I'll take guessing. I will. So I'm gonna prep everyone's plates essentially. Because that's why, as everyone begins coming in, I will be prepping plates. I'm purposely, because I feel bad handing the Birdman bird. I'm purposely gonna give him more of the rehydrated fox jerky.
I appreciate that, but I'm actually not downstairs yet. I stopped to
No, but I'm saying that aside for you, purposely. I'm purposely doing it a little bit more hey, I think, I'm gonna guess Oliver is not gonna be happy to have crow.
Not to be creepy though, but there are larger species of bird that eat smaller birds.
I know.
Vane.
Just saying.
Totally just
he knows, but he's a parrot and he doesn't know that much about parrots. They just yelled at him at the zoo.
I think that Vane actually probably sneaks a full crow out of the pot because that's...
I would give it to her.
I was gonna say
no.
Roll a sleight of hand check for Vane.
You got it, dude.
Because she tries to sneak, even though she doesn't need to.
She definitely tries to, for sure.
That's some cat energy if I ever heard it.
That's an 18.
18. Bracket. Yeah. What's your passive perception?
Well, passive is 12, but I'm actively cooking the food.
Okay, roll a perception check, both of you guys.
Yeah, I am directly looking at the thing and putting stuff on plates. I'm right there. It's not like I turned around. I'm pretty, prepping the meals as what I think everyone should get.
It's like in an anime. She goes so fast you can't even see her.
That's what we're going to see. I didn't roll very well, so that's a 6. So, that's...
Yep.
Thank God.
So, as Bracket looks away from the birds at one moment, you see Vane from the hole above the ship kind of just come down and grabs one in her beak, and she looks directly at you.
Illyria just kind of smirks at her and just lets it slide.
And she just flies out of the hole with the bird, and Bracket turns around, and there's one less one.
Yeah, there's one less bird.
And he's like, okay, whatever. I don't put a piece of crow onto Oliver's plate. He only gets pheasant. That's literally what happens. That's how it adjusts the food portioning.
Well, the princeling should.
What?
I said, as well, the princeling should.
Yeah, the prince. I'm I don't know what the wizard eats.
I've been giving her daily good berries for most of the time, but last night I did not have a spell slot to cast good berries, so
she's actually hungry.
To actually eat. She's hungry. for the first time.
I do have an extra good berry. Oh, actually, I guess the good berry would have disappeared by now.
Yeah, they disappear after 24
I
hours.
should take that out of
They're
my
gone.
inventory.
Yamakowski, so you said you were gonna when Brackett said he was bringing the food to you, you're doing something first?
So before I go down through the hole into the like captain's quarters bit, like I'm gonna like grab climb out of the bag of holding, put it on my person again, carry it around like normal. I'm gonna say my prayer to Xylia as normal, and then I'm gonna actually, I guess, I have to get into my armor and stuff as well. But yeah, after all of like the normal shit, like I'm doing brackets. Yeah, I'm doing brackets morning prep, but without a mirror and without preening so much.
Checking to see if your feathers are growing back on your burnt flesh at all.
No, I honestly probably have pretty much accepted that. Honestly, as long as none of my shit is rotting off my body.
Well, that's a check.
Actively,
that's what you do. You like, we're still all good.
You do actually notice some of the areas that did rot off 4-5 days ago when you were under the liege of someone else. Those areas have started to grow feathers back.
Okay, I'm probably feeling pretty good about that. And like now that you mention, I'm probably like hugging on some of the feathers throughout like different parts of my body to make sure none of them are like loose or falling out. Like I'm not really sure how feathers work, but
you seem to be recovering from that negative effect of that entity once you got
like
the
you're a
Necronomicon.
paladin. Sounds like you're a paladin.
Could Vane go up and help Yamakowski with any pin feathers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, after the crow fly right up.
Vane, after getting the raven, flies out, and Yamakowski's right there on that portion of the boat, and
does she gulp it? Does she? I envision she gulps it.
Oh yeah,
sure.
I was picturing the same thing. Yeah, like just
okay.
She just makes eye contact with you, and she's just like, and then
like
she
Bucky,
comes over.
like Bucky from that. What is that one?
I'm pretty sure that's how owls eat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Like a gulping kind of thing.
And then Vane will come over and see if she can help you at all.
What is she trying to help me with?
With your feathers.
She sees you're preening, so she's helping you preen your feathers.
She understands the life of the bird.
I love that. I'm probably like not even totally aware that she walked over to me. Like I watched her gulp the bird, the crow down, and I start like tugging on my feathers. And I'm also probably looking like down at my chest to see the burn mark, the seal from the Reaper.
I imagine you look a lot more birdie right now than you normally do. Normally you're pretty much a person who looks like a bird, but right now you're kind of like
doing bird shit. And I'm totally picturing Vane just walking up behind me and starting to like preen my feathers.
Doing bird shit too.
Exactly. On the one hand, I've never experienced another bird doing that to me, but on the other hand, it's like, oh man, that's such a nice thing. Like I'm probably
wow, this
so
is great. I wish
bird-coded.
we did this.
Right? I'm like, man, why did we stop doing this? This is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
She hit that spot right behind my like left ear, and I just start like rolling my eyes back. And I'm like, that's so nice.
Ooh, I remember when Andy was scratching that. I remember when Andy was scratching. I remember that.
Two kinds of people. If anyone tries to preen me, I will flip out.
It's literally just because Vane is a giant bird and I'm super jealous of the fact that she can fly. I'm like, man, you're the better version of me. Like, feel free to do what you will.
All right.
Does anyone bring him food? Because like,
I'm gonna like hop down through the captain's quarters.
He already has a plate and it's being kept warm. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, I'm just like being cuddled by a bird so far.
I just let Shinrash cook as he wanted to. I don't gotta cook.
I was gonna say at this point, I've left Brackett to do his thing because I achieved what I wanted to, which was to gather random things and like help in the basic prep of them. And now I'm just
float up through the ceiling and just see Yamakowski being groomed by Vane, and you're like, oh god, what the fuck? And just like float away in a different direction.
Bracket, did you have a plate made for Illyria?
I had I would have had a plate, and probably as you float through the ceiling, been like, ah.
Yeah, she didn't. I think she probably picked like a couple of berries off of the table, like shoved them in her mouth, and then just kind of floated through the thing. And then when she sees Yamakowski and the whole vein situation, I feel like you might expect me to be like, "What the heck?" But honestly, that looks more familiar to her. So she doesn't look off put or like, "What the heck is going on there?" She's more just kind of like, yeah, that's normal.
The second I turn my attention to Illyria, you're like, oh, nope, don't want to talk to you now.
All right, and then when Yamakowski hops back down, Bracket starts distributing out plates to everybody, and at that point, Oliver, your identify finishes on whichever arrow Nock ended up giving.
I gave the boom.
So you identified the boom arrow, which you did see. It allows someone to use a bonus action to deal additional thunder damage to something. The information you get from it currently says that there is no limit per day.
Ooh, I love that.
Before Nock, if Oliver conveys this information, the last you knew it was like I think once or twice per day or something like that. Up to your proficiency bonus, I think, per day. It always has to be retrieved, but there is no limit to the amount of times you can use it per day.
Nice. Okay, cool.
You should learn. You should be practicing how to fire 2 arrows at once, so you can hit one person with both.
Nock's already tried that. Nock's in the process of learning that.
I'm making double arrows.
That's so amazing. I'm sorry, I do not remember that.
No,
That's
you're
great,
so
though.
fine. Yeah, Nock would be very excited about this. Do you have any idea what would make that happen? I don't. It's weird that it happened overnight.
Oliver, you with that identify spell, being able to sense the magic coming from the boom arrow, and Nock has the other one out too, the decay arrow that they had just found. Roll an Arcana check as you're examining both of them.
Well, that's not great. 14.
14? You've seen magic items react to being in proximity of each other before if there's some way they're linked.
Interesting.
Yeah, I suppose.
Interesting.
Suppose these
So
could
what do you
be.
say, Oliver?
It's possible that these are linked, but I'm not entirely sure.
If I'm looking at them, does the script that says boom and decay, do they look like the same handwriting?
That's an investigation check from there, because you're like checking and looking over every detail to see if it matches up. And it takes like intelligence to kind of tell.
This 8.
8?
Woo!
Yeah. I'm so smart, guys.
I mean, they look similar enough. You're not sure if they're the exact person, but the infinity symbols look exact.
Exactly the same. Okay. All right. Naka's just gonna be like.
They're carved into slightly different material or kind of design on the outside, so it's hard to tell the actual like words.
I wonder if
also too because they don't share any similar letters.
They'll put them in the quiver again and just kind of. That's kind of interesting. I didn't expect that. I guess I'll have to see what they. I don't even know what the decay arrow does, but I kind of just want to find out. Fuck around and find out in battle. Maybe that's not responsible.
That's literally Yamakowski's entire
I
battle
think it's
plan.
kind of funny. So
I think that's a great idea, Nock.
No, you don't. But I appreciate you saying that you do.
Oliver, did you leave the new puzzle piece in Nock's folding boat that they had given to you, or did you keep the new piece in the box that seems to be devoid of magic?
I probably would have kept it in the box.
The one devoid of magic?
Yeah.
All right. After this is done, too, you kind of do hear a light hum and kind of pulse coming from above the captain's quarters.
Turn to
Right
I'll,
in the
hop up
direction
there.
of where the box was.
yeah. I'll turn to Knock and say, do you hear that?
Yep. I use my boots to hop.
Spoon, striding and springing off the desk, and there.
Yeah.
The fire still persists, but it is actually smaller than it was the night before. By the way, same thing up in the crow's nest. And you hop up above, and Oliver, I'm assuming you go out the door and climb up the stairs, or okay. And you can see the box that Oliver had fixed the night before, and it seems to be there's almost like a rainbow pulse coming from inside the box.
Oh boy.
Can I try to open it?
There's no opening that you can see. It's all sealed, but as you come over to and touch the box,
Touch it. Yeah.
it does seem to open up the middle section, like hollow out in a square that kind of goes a foot in. And Knock, you can see another puzzle piece in the back section, or not a actual puzzle piece, but a empty slot where one could be in the back section, in this hollowed out area.
Oh.
And the hum stops.
So can I like kind of reach my hand in and trace the shape with my fingers and try to feel what it might be?
Yeah. God, what kind of check would that's definitely a wisdom based one. I'm gonna say, honestly, trying to memorize the pattern of something, do survival.
Ooh.
Because I know you're good at that, and I know that's something that kind of you would use those skills to try to trace it and memorize it.
Survival. Oh, that's a natural one, but I am.
Ooh.
I have luck.
Halfling
have
luck.
luck.
Halfling
I'm
luck,
happy.
baby.
But
Oh
only
my
once.
goodness.
If
That's a
you
natural
do-
20.
Oh! That is freaking awesome. That is the best use of that ability. Oh my god.
Ridiculous.
Okay. You are able to trace the outside and Knock, from what you've noticed so far, your first piece seemed to be the shape of your smaller boat that you were able to open up and you've used with the Misfits on their descent into Warriors Rest and traversing the river. The one that Oliver found on this box that is actually currently in that box, with your original puzzle piece that Oliver took out to put there, it seems to be almost in a shape similar of the ship you're on right now. The one on the inside feels very similar to that same exact shape, except there's almost an extension of it to the front in the shape of some sort of circle. It seems to be larger than the actual piece itself.
Okay.
With that natural 20, what is it with your survival?
27.
27? The only thing I will say with that natural 20, with what you learned last night before going to bed, it's in a perfect circle on the puzzle piece outline, kind of like the perfect circle on the deck of the ship.
Teleportation circle. Okay. Knock will kind of be thinking out loud as they trace the shape and kind of verbally say it feels like a circle at the front, like the teleportation circle, maybe?
Huh.
I wonder if it's not active.
And Oliver, from what you know on your Nat 20 of knowledge of folding boats from last section, is the power typically comes from the puzzle pieces. The puzzle pieces actually give the box the power to transform into different forms or have different types of abilities to use with the boat.
Okay. Hmm. Uh, hmm.
It's interesting because there's one here, but the piece isn't here.
No, it's not. And considering that this boat at least appears to have belonged to Kyushi, entirely possible that that piece is either somewhere else or on a completely different plane.
Well, I mean, we
Hmm.
know of a place where we could go to find out more about Kyushi. So I mean, maybe we just follow that lead.
Probably the best idea I can think of right now.
For now. Is it? So have we picked up this box that's on the ship? Have people picked up this one?
So you have picked up that box before when it seemed like it was giving off energy when it was placed where the steering wheel is on or should be for this ship.
Right.
Once you'd put the puzzle pieces in there, it seemed to imbue with magic. But when Oliver and Bracken were lifting up before, it seemed devoid. But when you guys did take both the puzzle pieces and put it in yours, Knock, the smaller one,
Mm-hmm.
it did feel like it imbued that box with more magic.
Okay. All right. I think let's take the pieces, put them in ours, and
I think that's a good idea.
keep an eye out for that shape in the future. Maybe just do one more once over the ship and make sure it's not here.
That's a good idea.
All right, who's checking over the ship? Roll investigation checks.
Who's
Have you
I
guys
will-
finished your
Whoa.
breakfast?
I
What's
will.
your-
So you flew away,
Hey.
so you're probably not involved.
Okay.
No.
Can
What's
I
your- what-
aid Oliver because my investigation's awful? I would
Mine
prefer
is-
to aid
yeah,
Oliver.
Mine is really good. So
Roll
Yeah,
a advantage investigation check.
No
You're,
one's
you know,
eating
the
the
wizard.
delicious breakfast.
ooh,
The
that's really
succulent
good.
breakfast I made them.
I'm eating your succulent breakfast.
Thank you.
That
I'm
is
so
a-
happy
that
you're
is-
eating
that
breakfast.
is a-
Yamakowski.
that is a 26.
Whew.
26. So scouring over the captain's quarters, the deck, every edge of the ship, down in the below deck, where you can see where the rest of the crew seem to sleep. You can see different skeletons and clothing scattered across the floor, seeming to be in different styles, different decades, different periods of time. None of them reanimating, though. Rusted cutlasses, daggers, scimitars scattered on the ground, but no puzzle pieces. But Oliver, you do seem to come across one skeletal body that seems to be holding what appears to be a diary in their hand.
Ooh.
I will
reading other
I
people's
will-
diaries.
I will carefully pull it out of the bony hands.
Okay, you take it, and it doesn't have any locks or anything. So you open it up. What languages do you speak and read?
Common, undercommon, draconic, and celestial.
It is not in a language you recognize. However, roll history with advantage.
Also pretty good. 17 plus 7. That's a 24.
You can tell that it's written in Elvish. You don't know how to read Elvish, but you can recognize it from being.
You know someone. Yeah, you should be able to do that one. The super advantage.
Yeah.
People
Yeah,
he
no,
hung
so
out with.
so I'll just thumb through it real quick and be like, huh. Hey, Nock, can you read Elvish?
It's like the one I don't know. You know?
I feel like
You know what
you
It's
can
like
understand some words,
How
and that's
close did
about
you
it.
stay?
Huh?
How close did you stay when you flew out?
I read
She's
7
the
different languages.
center mass of the ship. She didn't go far.
So you could have heard that right there with your.
I also
perception.
have pretty good hearing.
Yeah.
Illyria can read Elvish.
Would you go back to the captain's quarters hearing this?
Does she respond to me yelling, "Can you read? Hey, Nock, can you read Elvish?"
Well, actually, Oliver is below deck now, so you still with your good perception because it's really good. You'd hear, so you would be able to. Or would you go back up to the top of the ship?
If I was gonna say if he doesn't ask the group, she
No,
probably,
I felt I would like after finding it, I would have gone up back to the upper deck and like said that fairly loudly.
Yeah.
So Illyria, I didn't mention this before, but Illyria has kind of like gone to like the bow part of the ship. So she was close enough to the quarters, but she's been like sitting on the deck and she's got like her bag of holdings kind of like laid out and like all of her medicinal herbs and whatnot are just kind of like all like strewn out, and she's got a bunch of bottles and stuff. And when you come up, what would you say to address us?
When I came up, like
Yes.
I would have come up and I'm just kind of like going through the pages of this book and be like, huh. Hey, can anybody here read Elvish?
Okay. So she's in the middle of mixing something and then she throws something in and it just kind of creates this like huge like billowing smoke that looks like, you ever seen like a connected snake head before? It just kind of like twirls up like this and eats its own heads and then dissipates, and then she turns around and she's like, let me see it.
Oh, okay. Hand it over.
All right, so I read. Oh, then what do I read?
So it seems to be a journal written by someone who signed it Helithon Haverwing.
Okay.
And it seems to be recounting tales of their travels with someone known as Kyushi, the Wizard of a Timeless Era, endlessly searching for more information on displacement magic, something that this Kyushi seems to have created. This is other than what Oliver's talked before. You've never heard of displacement magic, really, in your studies. This is all kind of new to you. The crew, it seems to tell tales of different crew members joining Kyushi throughout her journey beyond the bounds of the material plane in hopes of helping this legendary Yanti pureblood achieve her goals of mastering displacement. It tells different perspectives from different areas of different missions and things like that. It seems like Helithon was the primary writer in here, but there also seem to be side passages from other people as well.
Okay, so she would glance at this kind of, she's like mildly intrigued but mostly uninterested, but she's agreed to read this to him, so I feel like she just kind of like gives you like her like warped synopsis of what she's reading. She gives you the basic names. She tells you, it appears that this being named Kyushi was doing some unknown magic called, and I mentioned the magic of displacement. She says it weird. She says it Yoda like. She's doing everything backwards, but she kind of tells you the gist of it. How do you respond?
Just kind of stunned that I have learned of like a ton of new information about Kyushi in the past 24 hours. Just kind of stunned at taking it all and being just kind of like.
All you had to do was leave your apartment. And you instantly found out stuff about Kyushi. Isn't that great?
You're welcome.
So Kyushi was here. This was her ship.
I mean, yeah, didn't we? We knew that, right?
Well, I mean, I kind of figured.
Suspicion.
I kind of figured, but This definitely confirms that this was hers. That she traveled with a lot of different people on this ship.
To different planes, trying to master displacement magic.
I wonder if we could find her. I wonder if she's still kicking.
She could
You know
be.
who would know?
She could be. Holy shit.
So you just mentioned normal. You're the only person who knows normal.
Oh. Well,
Normal.
I'm just gonna say that until anybody asks me anything because I don't realize.
Being a resident of Xysta, would Oliver have ever encountered normal?
Roll a history check.
Also, Rain wants that fucking journal, by the way. She's not
21,
here right now, but
21.
I'm going to advocate for my character. Rain wants that fucking goddamn journal.
So
I'll do a full translation if someone gives it to me.
it hasn't been someplace you have visited before, but you've definitely heard of a odd shop being tucked away somewhere called Normal Shop of Normal Things. You haven't been, but you've heard roughly where it is in the city. I believe it's in the district next to where you do live. You're not sure where, though. As far as you know, her shop seems to be hidden.
Huh, okay.
What's normal? What are you talking about?
Oh,
Yeah, normal. How about you?
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Normal was a tiefling, right?
Yes.
Normal's a tiefling lady I met in Xysta. She brought a friend of mine on a time travel journey, and he came back older and wiser. And
what?
I'm sorry. Did you say time? Did you say time travel?
What?
Like Oliver is very immediately.
I'm gonna roll an insight check.
I'm literally just sitting there like, is that not normal magic to you guys? Like, it seemed pretty run of the mill when she did it.
TV shows.
I just for the hell of it, I'm gonna do an insight as well. I rolled a 16.
Well, I guess I did.
Your initial gut reaction is what? Time travel, but then it dawns on you, bracket.
Well, Bracket had that one of those things where even he's like, time travel, and then went, well, I did technically time travel.
I'll just say to Yamakowski and just like, no, my friend, that is not common magic.
It isn't?
Well,
okay.
It seemed pretty normal when normal did it.
I'm gonna punch Yamakowski on the shoulder for that one.
I'm gonna take another bite of my food and then over my shoulder to Oliver be like, by the way, we need to go talk to Rain when we go to Xysta. I want you to be aware she didn't ditch you. I was thinking about it. I'm pretty sure she was running away from someone.
She is alive.
She is.
We know this.
Yeah.
She's alive.
Yeah, but Oliver loves confirmation. He needs all the proof.
That is honestly true. Oliver wants over confirmation.
Well, people have lied to a bunch, so he's like,
I need you to tell me this is the truth multiple times, please.
Is this girl like magic or something? Like,
which girl? Both of them, yes, actually. To answer your question. Normal is very, very magic. And Rain is just Rain is pretty magic. I mean, I'm not actually to be honest, I don't think I remember seeing her do magic, but like she's something else. She's got
magical
something.
Aura, you know.
Yeah, she has aura. Exactly. That's what she has.
Yeah, aura. Okay.
She's just a rogue. I rolled really high on my stats.
What's
you're like a rogue barbarian, though, aren't you? Like you do
barbarian fighter.
Rogue barbarian fighter. And Brian wanted to make me do druid as well.
Better at me than arm wrestling. I can rip
he was like
pieces of wood off of the table.
Arm wrestling me behind, be like, "Hey, druid, add druid."
Yeah.
Reading this to Oliver?
Yes.
Okay. She's gonna like stand there, but kind of like at a distance, and she just starts using her druid craft to let little baby sprout vines start picking up her stuff for her. So she's having like all the vines come out, and they're just packing away her shit, like almost like
all into the bag of holding.
Yeah, kind of like you ever seen Fantasia when Mickey Mouse is just like having like all the stuff go off? She's just kind of like, all right, I'm like mildly interested in paying attention to this, but also I'm gonna pack up my things.
And you guys all suddenly do notice that Illyria seems to be getting ready to depart.
I think at that point, Nock would also try to start getting stuff ready, but also like walk over to Illyria and just be like, have you made a decision yet? What do you think?
What does she do?
Can Yamakowski be like, about what?
Nock, I'm going to passive...
going over alone to Illyria.
Oh, I know. But as you
He's in
walk
the same
over,
room
I'm
as
taking some of the... where you keep your pouches of marijuanas. I'm just going to take it out of your bag. You want me to roll
Oliver is
sleight
just
hand?
at the mention of rain. Oliver just kind of walked to the edge of the ship and is just spacing
You
out.
need me to roll, so my turn.
Is it all right if I follow Oliver? I feel like he may have questions that I might be able to answer.
Yeah, they can have their conversation first, though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We're splitting the party. Bracket is packing joints. And you two are both having much more heartful conversations.
Well, yeah, but all right. I think she would probably get a little I don't know, insightfully aggressive with you. I don't think aggressive like towards you, but just in her speech, it just gets kind of like a little biting and a little more serious. And she's kind of reading the vibes you've been throwing her way, and she's like, I am not a wounded animal to be coddled. I am a feral one that should be kept away from others. I don't think that it's wise for me to follow a group of people who, some of them seemingly foolish, who talk to themselves or talk to other inanimate creatures. I don't really wish anything ill on.
Quirky.
And I don't do well in groups. She basically says that. I don't know.
You showed up with 3 apartment buildings. Like, what the fuck?
There's literally 20 of you.
I think Nock kind of chuckles at being read. And just is like, I mean, yeah, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. It's an open offer. You know where my bird is.
All right. She's gonna keep packing her things up.
Okay.
I'm going to slip the track jack.
What is it?
Into
One of the vines. I love that.
Into some of Illyria's belongings, if I can.
I love
that. I assume it's some sort
of hand check.
I assume it's some sort of tracking device.
Yeah.
It is.
What is your passive perception?
Mine?
Yes. So it's right there on the side. 17?
Mm-hmm.
That was an amazing use of this item.
That's a dirty 20.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Dirty 20. So, amongst Illyria using magic to pack everything away, Nock, you're able to sneak the track jack onto something of Illyria's as a vine does grab that object.
Yeah. As I put it in, Nock is going to kind of druidcraft and leave like a little berry inside so that if Illyria finds it, she knows it's not meant harmfully.
Just like a flower.
Right in the center of the ring.
It should be a
Yeah,
flower.
just like a little. I'm just making sure you're all right, kind of thing.
Okay. All right, and you finish packing up your things.
Mm-hmm.
You, the Misfit Warriors. I'm assuming you guys pack up your things.
I think we're gonna do some. I'm gonna do some packing, but yes. I'm sorry. It was easy.
All right. What do you do, Illyria? You finish packing?
I just did something. Ask your other party members.
Yeah, ask the other two
Packing
people
all
who
your
walked
things.
away.
You finish
Yeah.
packing all your things. They're almost done packing all their things.
Oliver, do you have any questions about Rain, or am I just coming to stand with you for company?
Well, I'm still kind of processing that whole thing because
Do you need anything
she was-
from me, Andrew, to help you make this roleplay more fun? Because I can help you in any ways you need.
not at the moment. No, Oliver just thought she was dead, and it's now been confirmed to him several times that she is in fact not dead. So he has a lot of complicated feelings about that one.
Well, if you don't say anything, I probably won't either. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Just don't know why she wouldn't have talked to me.
I think she was in danger, to be honest. I guess I don't know her as well as you do, even, probably. I only knew her for 3 days and she was my boss. Like, I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
see why she liked you, though. And I like clap you on the shoulder.
Thanks. Just the people I am close to have a habit of disappearing.
I think this one wasn't an intentional thing, or at least it wasn't intentionally about you, if that makes sense. She always surprised me with how like tapped into everything she seemed to be and how she just understood steps ahead. Like it just seemed like she had more of a plan than I ever fucking could understand.
Yeah,
So-
she always was a very intuitive one.
You want to talk to her? And I like pull out Dai Hanada's cash.
Oliver's just gonna go white again.
Okay, well, just so you know, we can talk to her. I could probably even bring you over to her if you wanted to. Like, we could break into the city.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some time on that one.
That actually might come in really handy, though. We could break into the city, Oliver.
You want to break into? Boy,
I mean, but we could get there like immediately. Is what I'm trying to say. Like,
I'm gonna need some time to mull this, to think about what I'd want to say to her.
no, that's fair. I'm just saying, like, when we start traveling to Xysta, we don't necessarily have to do much traveling. I can teleport us through this portal through the other end of it, and we'll be in Xysta. I think probably in right in Oliver's or Rain's apartment, or maybe Andy's, depending on who has the other end of it. But like, I left it with Rain, so we'll probably show up in her apartment. But all that to be said is that like we could get there. If we can't get there otherwise, we have a way in.
Oh, I will
It
definitely
like,
keep
just
that in
occurred
mind.
to me that like there's a lot of elementals we have to get through. We could just not do that.
True.
I'm like literally like gazing through Oliver right now. Like I could get there immediately and start doing the ritual to put the city to right, and like right now.
Your
I don't know why I didn't think
is
of that last night.
Your impulsive behavior is engaging immediately.
Maybe we have a conversation about that before you do anything drastic.
Yeah, no, I know that Nock needs to get to the city, and I promise to help them like get there. I have a way in, and I want them to be able to talk to Rain and like get their audience and all that. I get it. And I'm like, I'm just gonna do like I know I can't show you guys, but like the two hands, like you're just like, just like you, just, I'm trying to put a pause on that train of thought so I don't freak out.
Yeah, it's one of those areas like that. I want to do that idea, but I cannot do that idea.
Right.
You will be abandoning children at a cart.
Oh, that's a good point. Well, I mean, but that's the thing is that like we could go back to the cart and just move all of the humans to Xysta. It would take 3 hours.
And the destruction of Rain's apartment.
Well, no, but that's not even true. Like, it's just a person, and then they would leave the room, and then a person, and they would leave the room, and a person. Like, it's not all of us at once. I would have to do it over several minutes to like probably a few hours. I'm sure there are more than 7 of us. But I can do that a number of times, and like, just interesting.
We need to get back to the cart first.
Yes, it's a good thought, though. I'm
thinking about it, and I am liking this quick travel idea. But then we don't have the cart, which has like a bunch of shit we need to bring to the city.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It was just a thought.
We'd be abandoning the horses they gave us.
So we'll send 2 of us into the city to get an armed force to help us get into the city. We'll meet us halfway on the bridge.
Yeah,
Does that sound good?
definitely how that works.
Well, okay, fine. You're being sarcastic.
Oh. Okay.
I was like, yeah, are you sure? That sounds amazing. Me and Nako right now.
But you're also hearing this idea as well, too, of a fast travel way to get to somewhere within the city where you need to get to.
I didn't hear this. I was cracking joints.
All right, everybody seems to have packed up all their stuff. What do you guys do?
Nock is gonna climb onto Vane.
I'm gonna get onto Hamel, my horse. My horse is amazing.
Yeah, are we going back to the cart? Because
Yeah,
I'll
we're heading
probably
back to the
hop
cart.
on with Bracket, and we'll
To the
send
cart. We have to
Andrew
go
can
make sure
ride on
those
my floating
kids
disc.
who
Yeah, I
totally
guess I'll-
aren't heavily involved with my existence are okay.
I guess I'll
You're
hop
gonna
on the
have to
float.
be a little more careful on the way back because it is daylight now. There's
That's
gonna
true.
be more visibility. The bandits are
True.
gonna be able to see us from further. So keep a low profile, low to the ground, not a lot of noise. Got it?
As
I
long
am
as your
on a
eyes in the
horse.
sky.
I will hop on the floating disc.
Always do.
Okay.
All right, Illyria, you see Nock get on top of Vane flying. Bracket and Yamakausi riding a big stallion of a horse.
It is. It is a
in Hamel.
Belgian. We looked it up. It's somewhere. I
Yeah,
have it
it's
written
a
down.
Belgian buck horse. And then Oliver is sitting crisscross with his book out on a floating disc behind them.
I like that we have a trailer. It makes me happy.
A trailer, like camp style trailer.
Nock is going to time out mentally when we would be passing that tower that we passed on the way here that we investigated, and cast Pass Without a Trace like 20 minutes out of that tower.
Are you guys just parting ways?
We're staying within visual. We know where each.
Illyria said that she's not coming with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna travel towards the
can't
cart.
make her.
If she happens to travel that way, that's on her.
Yeah, I mean, she did hear us mention that we can get to Xysta immediately, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that she would at least acknowledge most of you at this point before you left. So
I'd say like be safe.
I mean, yeah, if you're interested in goodbyes, I'd love to say goodbye.
I know. I think that she'd probably acknowledge Bracket first and just kind of be like,
you know, he do exactly the normal night thing. Be safe.
You aren't terrible. Don't trip and fall.
You're
and
telling
die.
me be safe?
Yeah.
And then I will just say, like, your respect for a stranger is admirable because she was impressed with how, like, respectful Brackett was to a rando, especially a rando who, like, was...
The poor kid on the street. If you know people, you know people. If you don't, you don't eat.
Yeah. Would acknowledge him. She'd definitely acknowledge your mouse, but not verbally to you, anything you would understand. And then she would move on to probably Yamakowski, I think, next. And maybe she would just kind of say, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still a little puzzled by you, but your sleeping quarters definitely were something to be admired as well. She's amused by how you slept because she's never seen someone sleep in their bag of holding before, and now she kind of has thoughts. And she'd just kind of look at Oliver and be like, "We're even."
Man.
And make sure you watch out for the voices in your head. I think we're in agreement that maybe that's not such a great thing, but do with that what you will. Perhaps on a watch, my best advice is watch the hand behind you.
That's fair. It's a fair
And
point. I'll just...
Oh, I get one of these? I love that. Okay. And she's gonna walk up to Vane next. And she looks like she's going to, like, hug Vane, but she doesn't hug Vane. She sticks out her right hand and puts it across her chest like this. And I don't know if you want to respond as Vane, but you know what I'm about to do, so... Vane definitely recognizes the movement that I'm doing.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, ba-doop, boop. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba.
Lord drop.
15.
15. Vane's gonna look at you.
Is this something Vane hasn't done in a while?
And she's going to give a nod of acknowledgement. And then she will come up and just very quickly reciprocate.
Reciprocate what? Do you understand what I'm explaining?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to... Would you like me to describe, or would you?
Go on.
Okay, so she puts her hand over her chest like this, and you see your bird take their opposite wingspan and just kind of place it gently, like, across me, almost in a cross. And then we kind of, like, lean our foreheads together forward for a minute. And it looks like a hug, but it's not. It's definitely not a hug you guys participate in, per se. But she gonna do that. And then she would probably walk up to Knock. But I feel like she's gonna be a little awkward with you. And
Knock, up until this point, has been very personable with you. From the last thing you said, Knock's face has kind of a wall. There's a wall there.
Okay.
Aww.
She's awkward at this point. Okay. She's gonna reach into her bag of holding, and she has like 3 different vials for you, and they all have different liquids in them. There's one that's a powder, and there's one that, and it's a very bright colored powder. And then the other 2 are like little sloshy liquids. You see one that looks like it has like floating things in it. It's very dark looking. And then there's another one that's not exactly the same, but similar to the one that I have in my necklace, my pendant that's just kind of hanging on me. And she hands them to you and she says, you're new to your craft, but you'll understand how to use these eventually. Don't use them until you know what they are. And then she kind of withholds the powdered one from you for a second. She says, especially this powdered one, and then she hands it back to you.
It's literally just meth in a bottle.
Nock will
You might need to fight some Nazis. Here's some meth.
I'm gonna take out my herbalism kit, which you would recognize an herbalism kit. It's a little bit different than yours. It's a little bit more ramshackle, put together of random items from their home. And
I imagine there's also still marijuana in there.
Just a bunch of weed, yeah, for sure. And Nock will tuck the little vials into their strap case and roll it up and tie it tight and put it away. Nock will have a little bit of trouble meeting you in the eye at this point. I thought that we had moved past formalities. I've left something in your care. If you can find it, you can keep it.
Okay. Do you turn away at this point?
I think Nock would kind of just stand there awkwardly for a second.
Okay, and have you taken everything from me at this point and put it in your pack?
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to just kind of look at you, kind of puzzled, and then say safe travels very awkwardly, and then just kind of like turn around like she's gonna walk away from you.
Are you say it kind of like Brackett did?
Yeah.
Are you
like not like safe travels, dude. I feel like she was more like really like okay.
Do you head back towards the ship, or do you head out into the hillside?
Well, she just turns around. She's just in the process of turning around and grabbing her thing, so this is all she's done so far.
As you turn around, Nock will cast message, and in your head, in Druidic, you'll hear safe skies.
Okay. So
fly away.
She's gonna whip around like very quickly, and she kind of like involuntarily grabs for your fingers, and she says, if I stay, do you promise that if we face combat, you'll leave me behind?
What does that even mean?
Exactly.
Do you say that out loud, or are you asking Sam, like, what the fuck? I couldn't tell.
I don't make a habit of abandoning people.
You wouldn't be abandoning me, you'd be respecting my wishes.
That was an amazing answer, Nock, by the way.
Especially with Nock's trauma dumping about people abandoning them last time.
That's the whole character. That's how it works.
Asking you to abandon her.
I feel like Brackett, Yamakowski, and Oliver are just all over near Hamel, just like
you're probably all
watching.
staring at us like, what the fuck is happening?
Like we've gone a little further. Like we're quite far away.
What hand just says in Yamakowski's ears? Are they having a moment?
Yeah, I assume we're far enough away to where we can't hear this.
We cannot. We're kind of just waiting for Nock to begin flying so that way we can go together. And Nock hasn't taken off yet. And we're like, she's taking a while. They're taking a while.
I think my answer to wet hands.
All you see is like us facing each other very formally and awkwardly, and then all of a sudden Illyria like whipping around and like grabbing Nock. So I feel like you might even be
out loud
for a second until you realize there's nothing going on.
I say out
I feel
loud.
like my answer
Why
to wet hands is
like this
like
is an
they're
anime?
definitely besties.
They're what?
They're definitely besties. Like I'm like, he's like, are they having a moment? And I'm like, they're definitely besties.
This is not an anime. This is a fantasy show.
It's both, and I can make it whatever I want. Thank you very much.
I think they're figuring out if they're going to be co-captains or not.
We're already co-captains. We can't have 3 co-captains. That's too many.
Illyria has no desire to be in charge, but she is certainly not governable.
I absolutely adore the fact that we, like, both of us are like, no, I'd rather have someone tell me what to do. Otherwise, I'm going to do fuck shit. I'm just going to fuck around and break shit. Like,
all right, back to Nock and Illyria. Nock, you had your response. You had yours.
Why are you staring at me? I responded already.
Just look at you guys both.
Way longer. I got more thoughts.
You're asking me to do something very against myself. But I am also asking you to do something very against yourself. If you'd like, you could follow at a distance. You don't have to engage if you don't want to. We can keep an eye out for each other. Compromise is always possible.
Wow, Ambassador Nock.
I'm just thinking in my head, I was like, oh my god, it's Nock's first time being an ambassador. 1 brain cell.
It is. There's only one.
So she's going to look at you one more time and she's going to be like, you seem like you have the makings of a good leader. Do you care about these people that are following you?
Yes.
Then I need a confirmation from you. There is no compromise. If we end up in a combat situation, do you promise that you will leave me there and not look back if I ask you to?
If you ask me to.
And then she's just gonna kind of like let out a breath she didn't realize she was holding, and just kind of go over to her horse and hop on and kind of look like she's waiting to see where everybody's going. Oh, and of course she's gonna call Embernettle because Embernettle hasn't gotten with the picture yet. We've been living here for a while. He has no idea that we're leaving, and she's like
flies out of the the ship from one of the side windows and just comes over and just starts.
Yeah, literally just been tidying up in the cabin.
Yeah, he's looking at me like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "We're going," and he's like, "What do you mean?"
I just did the sheets.
Yeah, I will.
They
hop
can't
on
hear
Vane.
I'm working on.
I will hop onto Vane. I will kind of rise into the air, and I'll start our journey back.
Excellent.
All right. Now I'll leave this up to the group. It is 11:30. Do we want to end here?
Here on our way to the cart. We start
right.
at the... Well, we'll roll for survival checks, but...
As Vane flies forward, Hamel following close behind, the floating disc being pulled to keep at a distance from Yamakasi, with Oliver holding his book for further studies. New research and discoveries in displacement magic to fill his mind in the hours to come. And Illyria, following on her skeletal horse, she's bringing with her skeletal ichor floating creature.
I'm a paladin. I can vouch for her. She's not that kind of demonic necrotic shit. Different type. Good type. Good type.
You all head into the hills up where you came from several hours ago into the night. Now with the sun fully shining as it's rising. Oliver, you know it to be roughly exactly 9:12 and 43 seconds a.m.
And the music starts.
And you guys go off into the mist that still seems to be covering the hills. And that is where we end tonight's session.
Love it.
Whoa. I've been
All
a
right.
homebody up until now. This is wild.
Mhm.
We have a new ghosty friend.
With a skeletal horse going into a populated city.
Hey, we already know how that preview goes. We can have that animated by next time we play if we wanted to. We know how that goes.
I easily disguise my horse. So that
Andrew, I think you need to learn Nystol's magic aura and just change the aura coming off everything here.
Everything.
We'll find it. It's okay.
I'm
There'll be a
pretty sure I
DX
have a legal
Machina.
document that says I'm allowed to fuck around and find out.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, hey, thank you for coming along to this leg of the journey. We'll be traveling back to the cart and down towards Xysta City next time. We will have plenty of fun adventures in the meantime, but until the next adventure, good night.
Ah.
Good
Good night.